That stuff's up. Let's get out of here for that. And
Dude, I can't
then,
wait to wait. I can't wait to wear these sweatbands on Sunday.
luckily for both of us, the heat's dropping after tomorrow.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's going to be maybe at max 80 over the weekend, the last time I checked.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, dude, and then Sunday morning we can go get bagels, the breakfast Sammys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of good places in Hoboken. So there's 8th Street, and then there's O Bagel on 6th. So O Bagel's always super packed, so 8th Street might be the call.
Listen, as long as I can get a good sausage, egg, and cheese, I'll be perfectly fine.
Yep. So Jazz does this weird thing. Well, she'll do sausage, egg, and cheese, but the cheese is cream cheese.
I have to process that one.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when she gets it, I take a bite. I'm like, this is fucking delicious. Then the other day, I went and ordered it, and I threw it
Yeah.
out after 3 bites. I was like, this is disgusting. So I don't know what it is. I got it from the same place, but it's a sausage, egg, and cheese. But instead of American cheese, it's cream cheese. And if I think they put too much, you gotta go light cream cheese because then it's actually
Did, did you do heavy cream cheese?
they might have put heavy cream cheese on accident. So I should have told them light, but it was gross.
Have
But
you
the first I've
not?
had it, it's great.
How have you not asked Jazz like, why is yours better than mine?
I don't know. I thought it was just a mulligan. It was just every burger pickle place gets a mulligan. That was their one.
I was like, oh, maybe they just don't like you.
Maybe. Well, I was like, she was like so confused. She was like, "You want cheese and cream cheese?" I'm like, "No, no, no, no. I want sausage, egg, and cream cheese on an egg bagel."
Okay.
My go-to is the Taylor ham or pork roll, whatever makes it happy. Egg and cheese on an egg bagel, or an
Yeah.
onion bagel, or a garlic bagel.
Onion bagel, interesting. I'm a big everything. I'm a big egg everything person.
People, I mean, I fuck with everything, but it's like there's just all the seasoning and the seeds. It's just like I
Yeah,
just
it's
shouldn't be
everything.
eating
It's
that.
great. Oh
Yeah,
well, yeah, because you're crow.
yeah.
I was like, what's the matter?
All right, so I'm just watching the stream, make sure your audio is synced.
I know. I
Yeah,
can hear
you're
it.
good. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good.
So I don't know why this restream was being weird for a second. You gotta get a stand for that thing, man. You're gonna be holding that thing the whole show.
It's for right now. Like, so here's the thing. Hold on.
Oh, you have a
Get
stand
back-
for it. It's just not high
The
enough.
stands. It's just really small.
Yeah, yeah,
Or also, I mean, it's not bad. Like, I'm perfectly okay with this. At least I know my audio's going through
yeah,
like this way.
yeah, yeah.
So, not the worst. All right, let's move on to the other dashboard. It's updating some YouTube stuff at the moment. I'm so upset Kay's not going to be here.
I know. And, it'd be really helpful in case I have to dash. But
I mean, I
sure,
can
I'm
monologue.
sure you can monologue.
Yeah, can monologue pretty easily.
But luckily, it's quick. It's not like I'm. Put it this way: I'm the opposite of constipated.
That's true. Hey, let it flow, man. Let it flow.
'Cause I haven't eaten since yesterday.
How long do you have to not eat for?
This is 24 hours. Yeah, they
Oh,
say
okay.
usually the day before they're like, you can eat a light breakfast, no dairy. I go, fuck that. I'm not eating anything. Just liquid diet. It's because like the stuff it is like a 6 ounce bottle of like magnesium sulfate and whatever else it is in there, and it's only
Yeah.
6 ounces. So they give you a big cup, and you got to put like water or Gatorade, only yellow Gatorade. So like having colonoscopies kind of ruins yellow Gatorade for me sometimes because
Why
every
only
single year.
yellow?
Because I think blue or red or purple, it can mess up the imaging.
Oh, because of a dye in the
Yeah,
liquid.
exactly. So like yellow, it's fine. Like you can eat Jello or broth, but I'm like, nah, dude, I'm not gonna eat Jello just to have it come out immediately out the other end. So screw
It's
it.
just it's boiled bone broth, anyways.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's just all liquid diet, and then as soon as we leave, because Jazz has to drive me home because anesthesia, I can't drive home.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, once we leave, it's like, Jazz, let's find a diner. I gotta eat something. Just whenever we leave, I usually go to I usually get a steak. The first thing I go and eat something after I'm done.
As you should.
Yep, it's like I gotta eat something good.
Will you be out before like breakfast would be over?
No, so the colonoscopy's at 1,
Oh, never mind then.
So I got to be there at 12:15. It's in Mountainside, so it's about a 40-minute drive from here. So I wanted
Oh,
to do it in
okay.
the afternoon because I got to drink another bottle in the morning. So like I got to wake up at 8 o'clock. Actually,
Oh,
that
okay.
reminds me.
Yep, set that alarm.
Yeah, I did. I set a second one for 8 a.m. tomorrow. So yeah, I'll wake up, just down that, and then I should be finished by that by 9, and then just drive in, be there by 12. You only under for about 30, 40 minutes,
That's
and
not the
then
worst.
you just I love anesthesia. I'm like, that's the best part, going under.
It's also one of those things where, like, I was gonna say, if you were done by like breakfast, I'd be like, yo, steak and pancakes.
Steak and pancakes, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why I say go to a
I,
diner, dude. I'm just gonna probably eat a bunch of pancakes.
that or find yourself a solid IHOP in the area. Breakfast all day. Granted, I haven't been to IHOP in such a long time.
We did. We went to IHOP last year. It was like dollar pancakes, like all no, it's all you can eat pancakes for like IHOP
Oh
day.
yeah, it's like Pancake Fest or whatever.
Yeah, and I got my money's worth.
Yeah, yeah. I think you start with 5 and then you go intervals of 3 after that.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, pancakes are heavy, and especially like IHOP pancakes.
Their pancakes are heavy, yeah.
And it's like you can only do plain. I'm like, that's acceptable because I'm also gonna drink a milkshake.
Hey Mance, how you doing? Hey Mance, you want to be on the show? Kay's not here randomly. Surprise, surprise. Kay has a tummy ache. I'm interested to see if Mance will actually be like, yeah, I'm gonna be on. It's like the second time I'm just impromptu asking Mance to be on the show because Kay dropped out.
Yep.
Last second.
I almost want to call Kane and be like, that's no excuse. This is my tummy ache.
Yeah, the audacity after you announced that you may disappear for a while. Oh,
I may disappear for a few minutes, a few times.
yeah.
Although at
Mance
least
is
I get to
pissed,
see
okay.
Kay's predictions, so I'm assuming they're still leading in the scoreboard.
Oh yeah, you don't know you don't know the leaderboard. You didn't watch the show. Okay, I'll show you the leaderboard right now. There is a caveat to this. Kay took a astounding lead, up by 7 now.
Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah,
dude! I think that put the nail in the coffin, dude. I don't know if I can come back to there. Did I drop the third?
so here's what happened. You dropped you're ahead of me by like 2 points. So here's what happened. So remember when I was like, yo, we added 2 more matches to Slammiversary? You never gave me your answers. I checked the chat.
That will
and you
do
didn't
it.
give me your answers.
Wait. What matches were they? Because I think I remember doing. Did they add matches like twice? Like added a few matches twice? Because there was
If
one.
you go into the chat, it was
Yeah, I'm scrolling.
The 2 you didn't answer were the System and Matt Cardona versus Dark State, the one that we left and took the picture with Aaron with AO with, and then the other one was the Enzo match. You never gave me answers for.
Oh my god, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. You know why? Because I was like, the show's gonna be. I saw they added it, and I just
never answered.
I never. I responded, but didn't respond to that.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, that's on me. I would have went with Cardona and Enzo though. So, but oh well.
Yeah, you would have. That would have given you 2 more points.
Yeah, I would have been down 5. Yeah, because when we're watching Slammiversary, I'm like, oh fuck, Kay's pulling away.
Yeah. Oh, man should be here to open up crazy predictions. Thanks. We're definitely going to need some crazy predictions. We've got a fun show. It's all about SummerSlam. Oh, yeah, and that thing about Terry. We will talk about that as well.
Yeah, it's worth talking about Hulk Hogan for a few minutes.
We're going to talk about it. It's the one thing we're not going to talk about. We'll talk about right now during our pre-show at the moment before we go actually live on the show, or for the real show is, have you seen the highlights of WWE Unreal yet?
No, but I've seen a few social posts as Anthony Volpe has another error.
So did you hear about, what was it? The original Royal Rumble plans?
Oh yeah, Chelsea Green was going to come out at 30.
When everybody else was eliminated.
Everyone else was eliminated.
By the way, if they don't do it sometime soon, they need to 1 year. because I mean that'd be hysterical, especially for Chelsea's character.
So it'd be like 28. Let's say it's 28 and 29 for the sake of argument. They eliminate themselves, and it's an empty ring. 30ers comes out with the pyro, and they win.
Yeah, they come out. They as long as they enter the ring, they win.
God, that would have been a complete nightmare. But like in
If
the
it's
writers'
Chelsea,
room,
if it's Chelsea Green, I think she gets away with it.
I don't. I think the crowd would hate it. I think the internet would hate it. But in the writers' room, it's a very good idea.
I would love that. It has to be the right character to do it.
Yeah, but could you imagine spending like $150 on a ticket and that's the end?
That's why I'd probably start the show.
Yeah, well, that too. Well, they can't do it if Royal Rumble is a 2-night event, right? Because you have, which they should do. Royal Rumble match. Well, maybe not because it's kind of hard.
I like it
the card as
one
is.
night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not every big event should be a 2-night event. I think you can do it for Slam. I think you can do it for Main. I think I like Royal Rumble because it's a singular night where everything changes. The same thing with Elimination Chamber. And apparently Punk was supposed to win the Rumble this year.
Yeah, I saw that too. But Jay got a hot streak, so they could put it on Jay.
Michael Hayes is the one that suggested Jey Uso win.
I guess in the end it worked, right?
Yeah. So did you? And I don't know if people took a screenshot of the original WrestleMania 41 card.
Oh baby.
Like, because the whiteboard's on camera, and people are like, "Oh, that's what the card was." Do you want to hear what it was?
I'm gonna watch it, but yeah, throw it at me. Let me hear it.
It actually was going to be really good, but a lot of things changed. Stop it, Charles. 2-night roadblock and Fastlane in your house.
Now we're talking.
Okay, there's only one match that remained the same, and that was Cena and Cody for the Undisputed Championship.
Yeah, but Cena was still going to be a face. They were gonna, because I know they were going to do the turn at Mania, and then they made up this storyline of how The Rock was like, "Well, Survivor Chamber tickets aren't selling that well."
Yeah, but The Rock also had apparently an idea when Cody was like, "Fuck you, Rock," or whatever. He was going to then call out KO, and KO was going to shock beat Cody, and immediately initiate a match at Chamber, and KO was going to win the title.
Damn.
Which would have been crazy, especially being in Toronto. So Cena and Cody remained the same. You had Roman versus Seth 1-on-1. It was going to be a match.
Yep, because it was going to be Punk and Gunther.
Punk and Gunther for the world title.
Should they had a shoehorn up? So Punk wasn't going to main event.
No, Punk was going to main event night 1.
Because you really think Roman Seth wouldn't have main evented?
They had Punk and Gunther main eventing night 1. So that's why when Punk was like, I never got a chance to main event. That's how they kind of shoehorned him in to Roman Seth, that being the night 1 main event. Rhea and Bianca 1-on-1 for the women's world title, and they shoehorned Io in. An interesting one that I thought would have been great. I don't know what happened, but Bad Bunny versus Dom Mysterio.
That would have been fun. But then Dom won the IC title instead, which I think was better for him anyway.
Yeah. Tag team, or I don't know, multi-person match, Wyatt 6 versus Judgment Day.
Yeah, and then Wyatt 6 was off TV for some reason. I think someone got injured.
Yeah. Then they had Jade versus Nia for the women's title. So in that scenario, Tippy wasn't the champion. Tippy had never cashed in.
Yep.
Becky and Charlotte versus Asuka and Kairi for the tag titles.
Huh.
Would have been interesting. Randy and KO, we know what happened with that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
1-on-1 Drew versus Braun Breaker.
I liked Drew versus Priest better.
Yeah, but the special rep was going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, fuck me. Stone Cold they didn't offer Stone Cold enough money.
Then another match is going to be Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio with Travis Scott as like the valet/manager.
That would have been dumb. But no, you know what it is? They set that up at Fanatics
Fest. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's why Ray introduced him, because that was probably going to be an angle.
Yeah.
Then they were going to have 2 ladder matches, one on night 1 and one on night 2, both for the men's mid card titles.
Yep.
So the IC title ladder match would have been Jey Uso versus Damian Priest versus Sami Zayn versus Sheamus versus Bronson Reed versus Ludwig Kaiser. And then the US title ladder match was going to be LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso versus Andrade versus Solo Sikoa versus Santos Escobar versus Carmelo Hayes, and then versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Night one, the Raw one was way better.
The IC one?
Yeah, the IC was way better.
I don't know. I feel like, I mean, it's a multi-person ladder match at WrestleMania. They rarely do bad.
Yeah, true. It's a spot
Like,
fest.
oh yeah, it's a great time. It would have been a great time. That was the original plans. Triple H went on I think Unreal and said like the women are 10 times better than the men.
In what? Just in general?
In general, yeah. He's like they get it better than the men. I think he's quoted as saying, when I go to the PC, for every 5 like legitimately good women, there's 1 good man.
It's a bold statement, but I mean, women's division I still think has been the most interesting. At least prior to the Liv injury. That Liv injury really kind of shook up that roster. But every time Rhea Ripley's on my TV screen, I'm like, holy fuck, you are such a star.
Stephanie Vaquer is getting the rocket strapped to her.
Yeah. There's 2 runs. Roxanne Perez is also doing very well at taking over for Liv.
You saw how she gave freaking Dom a Nintendo Switch? It's the little things. I think Liv's returning at Mania. Not Mania, at SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. I mean, they're teasing that she's ready.
Yeah. So, and apparently there's on-camera trips because they actually, from what I've seen the clip, they show you how Gorilla is set up.
Yeah, you've kind of seen it. Like,
no, they do a breakdown of where everybody sits.
Like, like a full tour,
and why they sit there.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, but apparently there's footage of during when Tiffy shot on Charlotte, Triple H like called over.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
He was like, tell her we don't do that.
We don't do that here.
Yeah. I was like, well, wow. So there was a little bit of, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Well, definitely. And apparently Kaiser was also in her DMs, and now they broke up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I saw.
So that was a shoot right back?
Yeah, that was a shoot right back. I know Tiffany and Kaiser broke up, but I don't know if that was the reason they broke up. I just know they did break up.
Damn.
You suck, Volpe. Get off this fucking team.
Damn, Charlotte for the win.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Charlotte's dating some new guy. I saw that too, so good for her. I don't know. I didn't get to talk about Evolution or anything, but I love that she got cheered at Evolution.
Yeah.
I think Charlotte
hard for her too.
I think her and Alexa Bliss are going to work out very, very well together. We're going to talk about more on the main show.
The Strange Bedfellows, the Dave Malkowitz classic.
Yeah, but I think this is exactly what like Ashley as well as Charlotte Flair needs. A good face run.
They play off. I will say, Bliss and Charlotte play off each other really well on TV. They're kind of funny, actually.
Great chemistry.
Yeah, absolutely great. So with that being said, let's get this show on the road. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got 12 matches to go through. You can make a comeback, Will. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Let me look at Kay's prediction and see where I can disagree with her with. Oh, God, I was like, who the hell is Jelly Randall? I'm like, oh yeah, Jelly Roll. Fuck yeah, I don't disagree with her. That's why. Excuse me, I don't disagree with them that much.
I disagree on something.
They got Becky though. Ooh.
Yeah.
And Solo. Okay, there's some room to work with here.
You can make some leeway, maybe.
They gotta switch both IC titles. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. I'm excited to go. I'm excited to be there.
Yeah. We'll see you guys in 3 minutes. So, someone say 3 minutes. I did. Let's get the show on the road.
Wrestle Addict Radio HQ, representing kings of the rings to the fullest. King Ricky made the hot tag to Willie T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the Queen Bee. K-Fay brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments, crowned in a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the Rings are the illest. Kings of the Rings are the illest. Kings of the Rings are the illest.
We're the illest.
You're going to do that every time now, aren't you?
I guess so.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 416. I am your host, King Ricky Rose. Thank you guys for joining us. We are live right now on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook at Kings of the Rings podcast and at Wrestle Addict Radio. No Agent K this week. You guys are going like back and forth about whether you guys are going to be on the show. So luckily for me, I'm never alone, but I do have the founder, the proprietor, the creator of Kings of the Rings podcast. Will Tarashak, how are you?
I'm here. My stomach is grumbling, but we'll see how far I can make it.
Yeah,
it's either gonna be the internet or my bowels are gonna force me off the show for a few minutes. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be I'm gonna do a fun time monologue, and I have one monologue ready, but I don't know about the rest of them. So we'll see about that. So without further ado, we have SummerSlam to talk about. 12 matches there, and it's going to be a fun time. This SummerSlam card picked up rather well in the last week and a half, especially with one particular match that I'm stupid excited about, especially the stage, because I think we're getting a real stage
I
this
hope
year
so.
as well. I saw the preliminary, the framework. I was like, oh, this is going to be big.
They need to make up for the WrestleMania 2019 stage, which is a giant screen.
I like the 2019 stage. I thought it
worked.
Different.
It worked well on TV. I remember you saying that. I watched it back. It worked very well on TV.
Yeah, it's great on TV.
In person, it was whelming. Big. It was very whelming.
Yeah, it's big. But before we get into SummerSlam and all that is going on this weekend in New Jersey, not New York, New Jersey anymore, just New Jersey.
Just New Jersey.
Just New Jersey. We
the
do
tax
have to talk
break.
about,
that's why.
Yeah, that's very true. And we do have to talk about some things, especially the fact that it came crashing down and it hurt inside for some people. Hulk Hogan, formerly known as Terry Bollea in real life, passed away last week at the age of 71. Hulk Hogan, as you guys might know, known as the Immortal Hulk Hogan, a 6-time WWE champion, a 6-time WCW champion, and at one time almost ruined TNA.
Came close.
Yeah, very, very, very close. Synonymous with all things wrestling. One of the first people in wrestling that anybody really learns about from our day and age, and for some people a little bit older than us. He is at the time one of the most popular people in the world, especially when it comes to Americana and what it means to be Americana, especially in the 80s. Hulk Hogan, is reported that he died of cardiac arrest in his home. And he passed away before they could get him to the hospital. So there's many things that have come out about Hulk Hogan in the wrestling world. A lot of condolences pouring in, a lot of opinions coming in. You've probably seen a lot of them or heard from a lot of them. Mm-hmm. I know we had a pretty riveted discussion in our Discord when the news broke, but this is our show, so we're going to tell you our thoughts. So, what are your thoughts on the passing of the Hulkster?
The memes are hilarious. So first of all, the one with Shawn Michaels dancing on the graves. I saw another one of
was
Iron
Hulk
Sheik.
in that? Was Hulk in that?
I don't know. I didn't, but I know that was during the Michaels and Hogan's feud, which was infamous nowadays.
Yeah.
But I also saw the one with the Sheik. It was like, fuck Hogan then, fuck Hogan now, fuck Hogan forever.
Forever.
I thought that was hilarious. So, listen, if you are, I guess happy is the wrong word, but if you just don't give a fuck that Hulk Hogan's dead because of what Terry Bollea did, I get it, right? I understand. I don't think you're wrong. However, on the flip side, if you just leave people alone if they want to respect the legacy and, be sad, right? Let people pay their respects to the man who built wrestling. Like, yeah, you can
Modern wrestling.
modern wrestling, and well,
Yeah.
modern wrestling, right? But he put wrestling on the global map. Um, and if it wasn't him, it would have been someone else. True, but it wasn't someone else. It was him. So, like, I thought WWE did a pretty solid tribute. It was a little weird that they also made a tribute to Terry Bollea. I thought they would have stuck to Hulk Hogan, like the on-screen personality. But no, they went to Terry Bollea as well. So I thought that's the only critique I would have is just that. Like, he probably should.
Yeah,
have
you
kept...
never see anybody get 2 10-bell salutes.
Yeah, well, no, it has happened. I think maybe Terry Funk.
Maybe? I don't remember.
Bray Wyatt did. Bray Wyatt did.
Well, yeah.
Because Bray Wyatt died young.
Yeah, I feel like they also did it on Monday on Raw because they brought his son in.
Yeah. I didn't like the reaction that Chelsea Green received from people. Like, if she didn't want to be on stage, like, I have no problem with that.
Was that why she? I thought she got a negative feedback.
And she said something on the news as well, but she.
It was a very PR move. Like, she didn't say anything controversial. She was just talking about, Hogan was a big influence and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like she was told she had to go on and like do that.
It's she has responsibility.
It's not like she chose to. Yeah, she has responsibility
right.
To do that.
She's an employee, and employees have to do employee things.
Yeah, she had to toe the company line.
The thing that annoys me is people reacting to how people are reacting to Hulk Hogan dying. Like, yeah, I first heard, I was like, fuck, that sucks. And then I went about my day, right? Like, I don't know Hulk Hogan personally, right? It's just like, damn, you take a second, you think about it, you're like, fuck. Then you're appreciative. Like, you go back and watch old WCWs, or you go back and watch WrestleMania 3 or whatever, right? And you take a second to respect the man. My dad texted me. My uncle texted me. People outside of, like, people who know I like wrestling text me. It's like, damn, dude, you hear about Hulk Hogan? I'm like, yeah, dude, it sucks. And they don't even know about, like, the Gawker situation or the sex tape or him saying the N-word or anything like that. It's just like, hey, man, this cultural person died. Doesn't that suck? So, yeah. But again, if as people in our Discord were very, like, opinionated about it, got no issue with it. Like, Smiley was very happy, and I thought her memes were fucking hilarious. And her commentary was fucking hilarious. Charles had some also funny things to say. Taquan almost stole the show. It's like,
Taquan was almost on the show for this segment alone.
Yeah, he was like, damn, I guess that guy's not immortal, which I laughed out loud very loudly. So, like, yeah, I understand why people are upset. I understand why people want to respect the man. So just let people react how they want to react. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. So this isn't going to be a long segment. This may be a little bit of a long monologue. I've been thinking about this for several days since the news broke about how am I going to cover this, and I've been reflecting on this and everything like that. So there were some comments made, and I've heard about in relation to Hulk and Terry Bollea separating like the art from the artist, and I think in Hulk's case, it's really hard to do that. It's like trying to separate Batman from Bruce Wayne, because whatever Batman does, Bruce Wayne does. Whatever Terry did, nobody's going to think Terry. They're going to think Hulk Hogan. Primarily.
I was ready to push back on that until a few days ago. I was like, oh yeah, he was literally in gimmick Hulk Hogan at the RNC like twice.
And most of the time outside the ring, he was pretty much
he was Hulk Hogan, right? He was always in gimmick, so that's fair. But the controversial things he did was Terry Bollea, right?
But when it was reported, it was Hulk Hogan.
Reported as Hulk Hogan, that's why everyone knows him, right? Yeah. So
it's hard to really separate that.
He did make it. He didn't help his case, so in that case, it's again even more valid.
And the thing about it is, I know why some people are having a difficult time, so especially people older. We're like, well, I grew up on him. He said, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, work out and do hard. And then you find out that most of that stuff that he said for you to do was a lie. So the cognitive dissonance you have to kind of maintain is very hard to do, because he told you all these things and it was such an impactful thing in your childhood. When you found out that he didn't really do all these things, You know, it's like people say like the Hulk Hogan thing's complicated. For me, it's not complicated. What's complicated about a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy waving the American flag, and his biggest adversaries of his time was an Arab person, you know, and somebody from Russia.
And a Scot.
And a Scot, yeah, and a Scot. Like, and the Scot. And I think the difficult thing is that realizing that all of those things were literally just a gimmick. And just freaking Will Gray. I work out, do drugs, take my vitamins. Does that count?
Yes.
Depends on the drugs. You know, so there's that you know, there's that confusion I see that people have, which are having a difficult time. But for me, it's not that. There is nothing truly, I think, real about the person we knew as Hulk Hogan. It was all just a gimmick. Hulk Hogan, the character, like the name of the character, was first known as the Incredible Hulk Hogan, which, by the way, they got sued by Marvel, and for 20 years, Marvel took part of the revenue from all Hulk Hogan merchandise before they allowed him. And as part of that agreement, they could not use Incredible Hulk Hogan. That's when he became the Immortal Hulk Hogan.
And dude, if you're at WWE, worth it.
You know, the gimmick in and of itself of Hulk Hogan is taken from superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah,
like word for word, verbatim. There's nothing truly authentic about the person we know as Hulk Hogan. It all came from something else, as most things are.
Yeah, as most art specifically, 100%.
You know, but the interesting thing that is kind of true about Hulk Hogan is the things that we found out years later. And ironically, he died on the 10-year anniversary of the Gawker stuff coming out, which he, you know, helped take down Gawker with the help of a very infamous person named Peter Thiel. But I do want to bring it to a quote that I saw from famous Marvel creator Jack Kirby, inventor of the Fantastic Four. This quote actually came at the end of the Fantastic Four movie. Little cheap plug there. But it does say, if you look at my characters, you will find me. No matter what kind of character you create or assume, a little of yourself must remain. There's always also the famous line that when you're a wrestler, it's your character times 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you times 10.
It's you times 10. Yeah.
It's you up to the umpteen power. And ironically for Hulk Hogan, that's kind of the opposite. He hid a lot of that stuff, but when it came out very, very like blatantly, and we only heard rumors about it for a while that we found out to be true later. There's the true statement that he busted a union, or the idea of bringing a union to wrestling.
That was Ventura,
Jesse Ventura, at a time when I believe, looking back at it, that it probably could have worked. I don't think it could work now, but I think it could have worked when WWE was pretty much the only show in town.
I don't think they need it now, but back then, yeah.
Back then, I think it could have worked. You know, there's the story of that he complained to Vince that Taker dropped him on his head on a tombstone. You know, and Taker believed it for years. You know, there's WrestleMania 9. That's why Bret Hart's mad.
Yeah. Well, you notice how a lot of the tweets from the boys in the back was a lot of great impact on the industry.
Yeah,
that was
more
about it.
Nothing more.
That's what I mean. Like, the only people in WWE who mentioned like remembering Terry Bollea was the video package.
Yeah,
that's
I didn't
it.
watch the video package.
Like
and Logan Paul.
And Logan Paul. The actual wrestlers and Cody to an extent. But the actual wrestlers, yeah, he has a great impact on the business. I know Devon Dudley was saying like, guys, you gotta let it go. Like other black wrestlers, past and present, was saying you gotta let it go or fuck him or whatever. But yeah, I'd say most of what I've seen is from former wrestlers. It was just
toeing the company line,
strictly business. Thank you for the business, and that was it.
You can tell the lack of care by their by how a lot of them were just like standing at the 10-bell salute.
Yeah.
Like Dom was hysterical, and so was honestly Jey Uso looked high. He couldn't stop lauing.
What's his name? Reason. Uncle Howdy was in character. And now and then you got like, you know, Triple H, and then was upset. What's his name? The fat guy, Bruce Pritchard, was upset. I mean, because you know, I mean, they've been around the business forever, and there is a lot of respect for Hulk Hogan, right? I think it's okay to show respect for Hulk Hogan in a professional manner for what he did to the business. Like I said in the Discord, I don't care about Terry Bollea. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't care that he's dead.
Hulk Hogan didn't care about Terry Bollea either.
But I am sad that Hulk Hogan's dead because of what he did to the business. I guess
He
podcasts, to an extent, wouldn't exist because of Hulk Hogan, and you gotta take a second to appreciate that.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things about Hulk Hogan and stuff, he was just the guy at the time, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
It probably would have been someone else. It could have been someone else. Like Hulk Hogan's not even the best wrestler, pound for pound. Everybody knows that.
Nah, dude, his wrestling, his in-ring work was kind of trash. But that was also the style back then. It was slow. It was slower, more.
It was trash.
Strong man.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, he was. I heard someone say like, oh, hopefully he's made up for it. You know, in the time, and spoiler alert, he never did. He never did. Listen,
he apologized like on like an interview like on mainstream media once or something, like in 2015 or something. But
yeah, he disowned his daughter. He, myriad of domestic violence allegations, cheated on his wife, disowned his daughter because she was dating a black guy. By the way, Brick Hogan's music has skyrocketed, like 6 million streams since he's passed away. By the way, there was just a lot of when his son almost killed somebody in a car accident, his biggest concern that his family that he was going to die get reincarnated as a black person, and also felt that the person who almost died in the car accident with his son must have done something wrong in a past life. And most recently, like you said, the RNC, and even after that, he was caught on video at a rally during the presidential election making a verbal threat to the then Vice President Kamala Harris, and then using a racial slur, thinking she was a Native American and not an Indian, because he screwed that up too.
He screwed up Native American and like Asian Indian.
Yeah, he was like, oh, should I body slam Kamala Harris? Because she's Indian, and then he did like a whole he said like how or whatever, and it's on video. And I'm just like, you idiot. I was like, wow, you are ridiculous. And so I understand why people have no remorse for Hulk Hogan. I have no remorse for Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I get it.
Because he's a guy who, for me, a big thing for me, besides a lot of the racist stuff that we knew to be true and that he maintained, even when he tried to apologize to the boys in the back, he was like, oh yeah, don't get caught on camera. Like, that's not an apology. It's the fact that his whole thing of I am a real American, which tended out to be true in a funny, backwards kind of way, but fight for the rights of every man, he never did that. And especially because it was always about Hulk. It was always going to be about Hulk. It was never going to be about anybody else. Look at what happened with Hogan and Shawn at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and there is some credibility and validity to that statement because he lived the gimmick all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't see Mark Ruffalo being like the virtues of Bruce Banner. He has his own virtues, right? You don't see you don't see fucking Leo DiCaprio as the dude from Shutter Islands or whatever. Insert movie
or Inception, here. Or whatever.
Yeah, but because like wrestling is method acting to an extreme, and Hulk Hogan took that extreme to the extreme. So it's like, okay, then you open yourself even more to that hypocrisy claim, which I think again is completely valid.
Yeah, it's one of those, and I'll leave it at this. There's people who are also upset saying, oh, we shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Well, Hulk Hogan never spoke well of the living.
Yeah, fuck that. No, that's stupid. Like, now's not the time. Shut up.
Yeah, no, it's the time. It's the time. You were big enough, you were going to get critiqued no matter what. It just happened to be very instantaneous in this day and age because the internet is ruthless and undefeated.
Yeah, but also, I'm also glad WWE, the company, paid tribute in some way, like the 10 bell salute and a video package.
Yeah, because, even Shivani on AEW.
You have to. Yeah, I mean, AEW didn't have to, but it wasn't expected. But I think they were getting shit for not doing it, and then they did it. But it's like, guys, who cares?
But you know what? They gave it to Shivani. Of anybody in that company that
it would be Shivani.
It would be Shivani.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. So Hulk Hogan dead. Have fun.
He's dead. He's gone, guys. He can't hurt you anymore. You can let the pain go. Right? It's like love conquers all that bullshit.
There's no love for Hulk. There's not that much love for Hulk in some circles.
Now, do you still listen to Michael Jackson's music?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can still watch Hulk Hogan matches.
Well, no, Michael Jackson was never convicted of anything. It was just alleged.
Hogan won the Gawker lawsuit.
Yeah, by the help of Peter Thiel, who's the under. There's a big Peter Thiel thing going on these days.
Okay, fine. How about R. Kelly?
No, I don't listen to his music.
No, anymore? Or did you never listen to his music?
What did I? No, oh no, I listened to his music, and then the stuff came out, and I stopped really listening to him.
Fair. Kanye?
No, haven't listened to him in a long time.
Oh, damn. It's a shame. Kanye's music still bops, at least pre-2000.
Like early Kanye.
Yeah, early Kanye. Yeah.
Early Kanye was amazing.
Yeah, I still listen to early Kanye. Shit's great music. I'm sorry he's a piece of shit, but
yeah, pre his mother dying, he was great. Once his mother died, he lost it.
yeah, well, yeah, a lot of things made Kanye lost it, but okay, all right,
Yeah,
fair enough. All right, we can move on.
Yeah, we can move on to the biggest party of the summer, if they're still calling it that, and now finally 2 nights. SummerSlam is going to be emanating August 2nd and 3rd, the first ever 2-night SummerSlam from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey and New Jersey only, which is going to be fun. It's going to be about an hour trip for me. Will and I are going to be roommates for the weekend, so we are going to have a fun time. On top of SummerSlam going on in MetLife Stadium, they're also at the American Dream Mall, Will, is where they're going to have the store and like the meet and greets and stuff too.
Yeah, let's not do that though. The American Dream Mall sucks ass.
I've never been, actually. I'm curious. I've never been. But that's just like an FYI. So I want to go to the store at least to see if there's something.
Yeah, we can go. Yeah, we can go.
To pick up. I mean, we can shop the meet and greets too. You know, you get a picture with the Dudley boys for like $80, both of them.
Be like, hey Devon, why weren't you at TNA? That's the only thing I'd ask him. Why weren't you there? Like, Bubba, great promo. You right next to Ward Rio's. Devon,
huh?
The fuck?
What's happening? Yeah, so the SummerSlam card is 12 matches spread out over 2 nights, so 6 matches a night. Starting, it says 5:30 here because that's probably when like the pre, like maybe a pre-show match or whatever happens. But it's actually going to be at 6 p.m. both nights, which is one of the earliest start times for any WWE PLE I think ever.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. It's not like UFC has something going on.
No, this is a total WWE weekend. I think your theory that we talked about earlier is correct, that they don't want to run into the issue that happened last time when they had a big event at MetLife with the trains and everything. Honestly, I'm all for it because that means I'll be able to go home at a decent time.
Yeah, we'll be out of there by like 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
Which means we'll be back in Hoboken by 11:30.
Something like that. We'll figure it out when we get there. It's going to be a good time. So, with that being said, we have 12 matches to go through. Anything before 808s and he lost his mind. 808s and Heartbreak was actually a good album. I'll give you that, Will Gray. But we have 12 matches to go through. We're starting in no particular order, so we're not going to go like Saturday, Sunday, like all the Sunday matches, all the Saturday matches. I'm just going in the order that I decided we were going to do, pretty much. And the first match we're going to do, obviously, is the main event of main events, the rematch of a very whelming WrestleMania 41 main event, John Cena and Cody Rhodes. It is an undisputed championship street fight match, so expect a bunch of shenanigans. I think the only reason they're doing a street fight is because Cody Rhodes probably can't do another Bloodline rules match because he's undefeated in those.
And Cena's not in the Bloodline.
This is true. Cena is not in the Bloodline.
So it's probably going to be a lot of Gaga, right?
Although he did sell his soul to The Rock, so maybe he's like Bloodline adjacent?
Was he invited to the Bloodline cookout?
I don't know, actually.
Can John Cena say oos?
I think he could, but he doesn't want to. So I don't know. I think this one is pretty cut and dry of all the matches to choose from. Cody obviously started doing some heel stuff. He forged John Cena's signature. He came out on Friday and was like, I want the real John Cena. None of this like sell his soul sub. I want the real guy in a street fight because that's the guy I want to beat. I truly believe that we are going to get one of the hardest things in wrestling to pull off, a double turn.
A double turn?
I think the double turn's coming. Cody is going to be the bad guy. John Cena. This is what's going to set John Cena back like right side up again. Because obviously heel John Cena's not working.
Yeah, it's not been great.
Yeah, it hasn't worked well. That's also mostly not John Cena's fault. It's everything around John Cena that's screwed up. The Rock, Travis Scott.
The Rock fucked him up as Volpe strikes out again because he sucks ass. The Rock didn't do him any favors. I think the writing, too much on the fans, didn't do him any favors. His feud with Punk was great because it was about Punk and the promos and their history and their story. And this one for Cody, Cena hasn't been there. And WWE had 3 other shows around the SummerSlam. So yeah, Cena has not been given any favors here either.
Exactly. So this is going to... I don't think we're going to get Hogan Rockmania 18 type stuff because, I mean, depends on how we're feeling in New Jersey. So it's up in the air. But yeah, it hasn't done any favors. Cody, for a lot of his good matches, has always had to carry the feud.
Yeah.
Like him and Brock. Brock was never around. Him and Cena's never around. That seems to be like Roman. Yeah, Roman's never around as well. So he's always he's always has to carry something. So it's kind of just par for the course. I mean, I did like the back and forth where Cena was like, because they almost got me when Cena was like, oh, I can't make SummerSlam. You know, I got all these obligations and stuff.
I thought it was really funny. It was a funny promo.
Because like, oh, it actually seems sincere. I was like, this makes sense. You know, like Peacemaker is coming out next month. You know, he has to do a promo run. He was at San Diego Comic-Con. But then, you know, he had the Ford signature, like he's gonna do this and stuff. But I think Cena's title run is over. It's done. He's gonna go on his swan song for the fall, you know, and Cody's gonna be the new villain. So I'm going Cody here.
I'm gonna go John Cena. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think he retains. I think he retires as a heel. Like, I do think the turn's coming, but I think Cody's turning heel. Cena's not turning face. Like, I think Cody eventually turns heel, and this is part of his dip into madness, right? Because there have been very subtle signs that Cody is turning heel. You've mentioned it multiple times with, like, the Bullet Club references. Like, him signing the contract for him was pretty heelish. But Cena, I think him and Triple H had this plan since the beginning, and it changed a little bit with the heel work. But at the end of the day, it's going to keep going through fruition. I think they're going to stick to the plan where Cena keeps going as champion, as a heel, and like he just goes out on his back, 1, 2, 3. Because here's the thing: next time you see John Cena in any WWE capacity, he's not going to be wearing a jorts and a t-shirt. He's going to be wearing a suit. He's going to be a babyface. Like, you don't need to turn John Cena heel. As soon as he's done, face. Excuse me. As soon as he's done, he's a face anyway. He's a forever face from now until the end of time.
So you're going with the theory that John Cena beating Cody sends Cody deeper into like heelish stuff.
Yeah.
Like it leads to like a Cody obsession. Like I have to.
Yeah, maybe not Cody Cena, but Cody's gonna turn heel on somebody.
I mean, they've been teasing it since the Rumble when he almost annihilated Kevin.
Yeah. So, and then he went back on it. Could he pull the trigger? He couldn't pull the trigger. Then on Friday night with that contract, guess what? He pulled the trigger. So he is inching closer, but you can turn Cody heel without Cena turning face. Like, I do like what Mance said here. Cena retains, offers legitimate respect, and Cody beats him down. Double turn. I mean, that could work too. But I still think Cena remains a heel moving forward and retains the championship. So there's my one, getting back on K.
Yes, Kay has also picked Cody Rhodes to win as well, so we'll see how this goes because Kay's running away with this, and I don't know how either of us feel about this.
I mean, I'm proud for them.
I am proud.
I think last year the Kay finished last, so
yes,
what a rebound. So good for them.
Totally off the backboard here. Moving on to the second match that we're previewing right now. Jade Cargill, the Queen of the Ring tournament winner, versus Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Champion. This is a straight up match. Obviously, there is no Money in the Bank involved. There is no Naomi involved in this at all. That story is over and done with after Evolution. This is a straight up match. Tiffy has held the title for I think over 150, 200 days, somewhere in that range now. And it is her first title run. And for me, it hasn't been the best, but usually people's initial title runs aren't the greatest, although she has held it for a significant amount of time. But my belief here is that you invested how much in Jade Cargill to get her to the spot where she's at now? I think you need to give her a chance with this title. I'm going Jade.
I agree. But I'm still not fully on the Jade train. She has glimpses of looking very, very good. And she has definitely shown a lot of improvement. But the push in the title win does seem a little manufactured. Because I think like the crowd, and the crowd responds when she does good things and when she improves. But like to take the Naomi feud, Naomi
Yeah,
carried that feud. Naomi had to carry, and even though Jade won and looked good winning, Naomi did most of the heavy lifting. It's
as
like,
a good
remember,
heel should.
yeah, like remember when God, I can't remember who it was of the big three, if it was Sasha, Becky, or Charlotte, but we're like, can Charlotte carry a match? Can Charlotte call a match? Or Becky, or whoever it was back in the day when those NXT women got called up, or Bailey even. Like,
Yeah.
because they were being carried by the women that were there previously. And now Jade is doing the same thing. But eventually, you got as a champion, that switch needs to flip where you can carry a match and make your contender, like a Roxanne Perez, like Julia, look really good, like a Stephanie Vaquer. Now, luckily, those women are very good anyway, can hold their own. But can Jade do that as champion, call the match and carry the match and do all the heavy lifting? I'm not sure. Give her a chance? Sure. Give her a chance. Has she earned it? Probably. But does it feel like the fans buy it, or does it feel like this is just happening because Triple H wants it to happen? I'm not sure.
Charles also out here saying to troop cost Cena, and I like that scenario as well.
That'd be cool. Because he's
yeah.
completely faded into obscurity with Aleister Black and Damian Priest, so poor him.
Yeah. So a lot of the things you said about Jade, you can kind of also say the same thing about Tippy, because
definitely.
You know,
100%.
that's the interesting thing about this, because you can't really say there's a legitimate veteran in this match at all.
No, I agree with you completely. That's a very good counterpoint, because Tiffany is very much, blonde hair, blue eye, pretty girl. Like, she's young, she is super athletic, super talented. But we've been saying on the show that her run has been stale for months now.
Yeah,
and it has been. Unfortunately, Charlotte Flair killed her title reign. Charlotte kind of had that Cena effect where that promo where they both shot on each other. That was it.
Yeah.
It's like you lost all your momentum, and that WrestleMania match didn't put her over as well as it should. And she is also very stale, very manufactured, and a little forced. So, yes, and for that reason as well, I think it is better for Jade. It is better to take the risk on Jade and see what she does than keep doing what isn't working with Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, you gave, essentially, it's more so you gave Tiffy a chance. It obviously isn't not working as well as you thought it was. And I think the thing with Tiffy, she's a manufactured face.
Yes.
And that's the problem.
Yes.
And you can see it in how she moves and how she speaks. Like, she's trying to be your cookie cutter face, and that's not your character.
She's trying to be the girl next door, man.
Yeah, and she's not. She's
not.
She's the mean girl.
Yeah, be a bitch.
Yeah, be a bitch.
Be Regina George, please.
Yeah, and I think what I've mentioned before, whether it was on this show or talking with friends and whatnot, she needs to take cues from Kevin Owens.
Yes, I've heard you say that. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, she needs to take cues from Kevin. Kevin, whether he's a heel or he's a face, he's the same person.
Yeah.
And she's not even, she's 25, maybe 26. That's going to take time. We have to allow these young performers to give them a little bit of grace to find that character. And hopefully, and I believe there's probably someone in the back of like, all right, this isn't working. We need to tweak this or try this or things like that. So yeah, and I think her losing could be very beneficial to her. And I think it will be. And like you said, we know the risk with Tiffy as champion now. We don't know the risk with Jade. Give it to Jade, see what she does with it. They've had this match before on SmackDown, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Now we got to see what happens on the bigger stage. So we're going with Jade here. Kay also chose Jade as well for this. So clean sweep for Jade Cargill. Moving on to the next match, the women's triple threat for the World Championship. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Naomi, the women's world champion, who we didn't have you talk about Evolution, but my lord, what a match between Io and Ripley.
If Naomi didn't cash in, I might say it's the greatest women's match of all time, beating Becky and beating Bianca. Sorry, fuck me.
Sasha and Bailey.
Sasha and Bailey. Thank you.
Yeah, Sasha and Bailey.
My stomach is one churn, not my brain. But with that cash in, I mean, the cash in was amazing, but it did take away a little from the match, but it left me wanting to see it again. And this is gonna be the best match of the weekend, I think, easily. It's the one that's most interesting. Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest stars in all of wrestling. Io Sky has really fallen into her own. She's done better with promos. Her English is better than it was. Like you can like I like when I know Naomi was getting heat. It was like, I don't know what you just said, but it's like
That's
Naomi,
great heel work.
It is
That's
great heel work, but also it's just like, no, I understood her perfectly. Like I had no issue understanding anything Io Sky just said, because I think she's actually put in work, because she understands if I'm gonna be a top star, like I need to have promos better and to work on my English. So good for her. Good on her, honestly. And you know, when going into Mania, I was like, man, why is Io Sky in this match? Like Bianca and Rhea is the match. But Triple H doubled down and was like, no, Io Sky is that talent. She is that good. And she's proven it. She is that good. So
yeah, I mean, Michael Cole even said after the Raw after Evolution, he was like, Io Sky might be the best performer in all of wrestling.
a stretch, but I understand it. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, she has very much earned this spot. Whereas like a Tiffany or a Jade feels a little manufactured, Io is the exact opposite. Io is just like the fans, most of the fans see it, Triple H sees it, but he has to convince everyone else to see it. And now we see it.
She already has the emote. She has the perfect celebration that people have replicated.
Yeah.
A little pointing at the head. People did at their college graduation. Listen, in the biggest events of the year thus far, WrestleMania and also Evolution, because Evolution was a big deal, especially if that entire card was fantastic. Io has shown up perfectly, especially in WrestleMania 41. We were like, why did we include Io in this? We wanted Bianca and Rhea. I still want Bianca and Rhea.
I still want Bianca and Rhea.
But Io in that match didn't take away. She just added to it.
And Rhea doesn't need this title. Like
she doesn't. I don't think she's winning.
Rhea is elevating both of these women because of her presence and her comfort. Like I think I haven't watched the documentary yet, but in the behind the scenes doc, she was like, "Yeah, I get nervous once my music hits. I'm Rhea Ripley, and that's it."
Yeah, she's like, Rhea Ripley is the parts of me that would send me in jail.
Yep, and and you see it, and you see it every time she's on screen, and you feel it. It's
this might start one of the nights.
I hope it's night 2.
As of right now, night 2 is full of championship matches. Like every match is a championship match on night 2, so it's going to be interesting. Listen, this match is going to be amazing no matter what. If it's going to play out the way I think it's going to play out, it's going to be interesting heel work by Naomi, because Naomi's still too good. She's on a run. She came out in a Thriller jacket on Monday.
I did hear about that. I didn't watch Raw yet, but Naomi's on a phenomenal run.
Naomi's on a roll, and I think you want all of your top stars chasing Naomi right now.
Yeah, this is the best she's ever been. She has cashed in. She's a believable champion. We all love to see it. Even though she is a heel, the crowd still cheers for her because she's just that good.
Yeah. I think Naomi retains being an opportunistic heel, like someone in the chat already said.
Yeah, I think she retains just because she's that good. Like, it is the easy booking decision to be like, oh, the heel does the cop-out. We're there to distract on each other. No, I just think she just pins someone. It goes over clean. I think it's clean as a whistle.
Yeah, I think it's clean, too. It's also a triple threat, so, like, there are really no rules involved in there and stuff, too, as well. And it's also one of those things where you just gave her the title by cashing it on Money in the Bank. If she loses, you destroy that.
Yeah, she looks like a bitch.
Yeah, she looks really bad. You might as well just had her lose from the jump. And if these two things come to fruition in these women's title matches, this I think would be a historic moment for WWE, where 2 women's world champions are people of color.
Yeah,
if this does happen.
Who's the IC title? Okay, yeah, no, it's all white ladies. And then Julia is she mixed? I know she's Japanese.
Julia's Japanese and Italian.
Italian. Oh, that's a weird mix. Oh, that's a World War II mix. Sorry, that makes way more sense.
I'm just talking about your top belts. I'm just talking about your top of the women's division.
Right.
So it would be interesting if they do pull that trigger. If someone even mentions that, Big E will probably mention it on the post show at some point. But
Big E has great commentary specifically on the women in the post show.
His evolution monologue was brilliant. He was really good. I mean, like, the more I see Big E on the post show, the more I'm just like, you don't need to return to the ring. Stay where you are.
Yeah, especially if you're not healthy. Like if there's a risk in returning to the ring, don't do it.
Yeah, stay.
To do what? The New Day sucks right now, so
Yeah.
unfortunately.
They're funnier now, but that they're like mourning the loss of a tag titles.
I mean, yeah, they make the most of their minutes, but I say they suck. I mean, they're not getting minutes on TV.
Yeah, no, we're not. They're getting backstage segments.
Julian's a
things
fuck
like
lover
that.
to complete the trifecta. Thanks, Taquan. That's 100% correct. The Axis powers.
My goodness. All right, moving on to this. Naomi with a clean sweep for all three of us. Moving on to what probably might be a main event that we should have gotten at Mania if you watched WWE on Real. CM Punk Gunther World Championship match. CM Punk obviously won like a multi-person match a couple weeks ago, challenging Gunther for this. It's hard.
It is.
To bet against Gunther.
It very much is, especially when they take it off him and like, fuck, what are we going to do with Gunther? Well, I guess we just give him the belt again. That is what they've done. Is he drops the belt, he takes
and
a
he
little
goes
break,
after number one. Yeah.
He comes back, he goes after it, he wins it. Then he holds it forever. Because it was just like, I was thinking, like why did he win the belt back? Oh, for Goldberg. That match was a dud. Then it's like, okay, well, now why does he still have this belt? I thought I was going to give it back to Jay. It's like, well, no, because Punk was supposed to win it at Mania, so here we are.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Punk here. Obviously, we know Kay is going with Punk.
Yep,
because,
agreed. I'm also going with Punk.
I think, and it goes to this too, even though we know Seth is severely injured, and I do not believe Seth is coming back.
I don't either.
At SummerSlam. Not the way that knee holds up. Because he's going to take some time off. I think you have to play on the fact that CM Punk said about several months ago, maybe close to like 6 months ago, he said, as long as I'm still wrestling, Seth Rollins will never be a world champion. What better way to
win a world
guarantee that is win world? Yeah,
when he's out. Because when Rollins comes back, he's going to cash in on Punk, and then here we go again.
Exactly. That's what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to hold it. And then out of nowhere, it's never going to be announced. Seth is going to come back, cash in, steal it from Punk, and the circle keeps going.
Yep, it's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle, and I love it. Yeah, CM Punk all the way for this. CM Punk all the way. Moving on to the women. There's a lot of women's matches, which I'm very happy about because the women are killing and carrying. Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch, the women's intercontinental title in the match that none of us actually asked for at all. Again, listen, they work well. They have great chemistry. They've fought in NXT. They've done it twice on the main roster. This is going to a third. It's a really quick trilogy by WWE standards. And it's surprising. There's something in the work here. And I have an idea of what it is, but they are playing off the fact that Bayley has nothing to do at SummerSlam. Currently.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey, do you want to be tag champs?" After I like kind of said I hate you last week. Huh? Do you? Do you? No. All right. It's like, Bayley, what are you doing? It's like Bayley right now is a fence sitter.
Yeah, it's very weird, especially that they're doing this again after we already saw this match. So they have to do something different for this. And judging by the way things ended on Raw, I'm going Becky. I think Becky retains, but I think Becky and Bayley are in cahoots in some way. I think Bayley turns.
Do we need emo Bayley? Bayley's better as a heel.
I love Ding Dong Hello Bayley. Ding Dong Hello Bayley was great.
Like Bayley is a great heel because when we think of face Bayley, we want hugger Bayley. Like,
yes,
if babyface Bayley was just like, okay, you're like, we had child Bayley, hugger Bayley, emo Bayley, more heel Bayley. Now we just have like Bayley as a mom. Like her babyface Bayley is just like a mom. That's what she strikes me as. She's like a cool aunt because she doesn't have kids, a cool auntie. But no, I mean, Bayley, I think works better as a heel at this point in her career. I think her and Becky together would be a pretty interesting duo. But I think they're trying to build Lyra. WWE is on a kick with their younger women and the new women on their roster. I think Lyra takes it back. And I think
some might call it the new generation.
The new generation, exactly. I think that's the right thing to do for Lyra to put it back because you've invested so much time in her. And you've made her look so stupid with Bayley, specifically in her promos. Like, I thought we were friends. And now she's moved past that. So in her character development and growth, it makes sense that it gets rewarded and paid off with a title. And Becky is forever over. She doesn't need this title, but she's doing a damn good job with it. So I would not be shocked if Becky wins, but I'm behind in the leaderboards, Ricky. I need to take some risks. I'm going Lyra Valkyria. Book it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Becky here. Bigger star, biggest 2 night. I mean, the first ever 2 night SummerSlam. You're gonna need your stars to go over. And let's not forget, SummerSlam is the heel WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Heels rule for a lot of this, for a lot of his card, as they should, And I think it'd be very apropos because when Becky got her skyrocket run, what did she do? She turned at SummerSlam. And they all thought we were going to hate her, and we just cheered her louder. And I think Bayley,
goddamn right we did.
Yeah, that was a great Brooklyn crowd.
That was a great night in Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah. I think Bayley does the same thing. Bayley needs her fire back. Her being mopey is not going to be good for her character. So Bayley needs a fire up, and I think it happens in this match in some way, shape, or form. Just because Bayley screwing over Lyra makes Lyra a more sympathetic babyface and keeps kind of Lyra's character intact.
Yeah, it's true. Or they take it off her, and then Becky and Bayley go out to the tag belts for whatever reason. I don't know. You never know.
I kind of like that based on who I think is going to win the women's tag too, because that's a great feud. That's a great feud if I'm thinking what I'm thinking. That's money.
Yeah, that would be a good feud. That would be. I know exactly what you're thinking. That would be a very good feud.
That's money in all aspects. So we'll find out this weekend. Moving on to the match that may not actually happen because someone took the wrong passport to the UK.
All right. Time out. First of all,
yeah,
they have a full week to get him his passport.
Less than a week now.
I know, but is Drew McIntyre's wife still in the States?
She had the board to play without him. Yes.
Okay, so you can just go get his passport and fly back. Like, yeah, it's annoying, but WWE, they could take the WWE jet. There are very easy ways for WWE to fix this problem that just involve flying. It's a few-hour flight. Like, yeah, it's going to be annoying, but you got to do what you got to do. Have his wife go home, get the right passport, and fly back with it.
I was not aware he was a dual citizen.
I knew he was an American citizen.
Yeah, because he took his UK passport.
Right. So that's surprising. Well, because I guess you would need your U.S. passport to get back into the U.S.
If you're a U.S. citizen.
If you're a U.S. citizen, but
it's so weird why he got held up. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, because as long as you have a valid passport,
you should be able to come and go.
Because you should be, because if you're from Singapore, you have a Singapore passport, you're not a U.S. citizen, you're still allowed in the country with a valid passport. That is your valid passport.
I don't know if you can overnight a passport, Freds, across the Atlantic, but we can try.
I'm sure WWE will find a way. They're a global billion-dollar company. I'm sure they can make it work.
And I believe they also have UK offices too as well.
Well, because he needs his passport. He can't get a new passport that quickly, though. That's a problem.
No. Yeah,
the thing is, you have to get his passport that is in the States, in Florida, I'm assuming.
Fred's is saying he lives in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Okay, Nashville. Whatever. So yeah. I mean, there's an airport in Nashville.
It's just there is.
It's international. This should not be an issue. That being said, I don't give a fuck about this match. So I'm picking Randy and Jelly, and my friend, you can monologue.
I'm going to take Randy and Jelly as well, as Will disappears for a little bit. We'll get him when he comes back. I'm picking Randy and Jelly as well. And I really haven't cared much about this feud in particular. It's understandably just a giant celebrity fest. Charles, you could not have gotten his password overnight. Anywho, I think it's you're pulling on the celebrity of Jelly Roll. There's always one big celebrity match in some way, shape, or form outside of Cardi B hosting this event at every major WWE event these days. They're celebrity heavy. What I think made this feud work a little bit better is Logan Paul's initial promo where Logan Paul was like, I'm tired of these outsiders coming in into our thing. It was a whole big transference thing I thought was absolutely hysterical. Like, what are you doing? Do you really care about the business? They went on like a late night show. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, and they had the segment. I think that went over really well. And the other thing that went over really well is that Jelly Roll, in and of himself, good job, man. Jelly Roll, in and of himself, is actually taking this seriously. He's been training. He did lose a lot of weight. That's very different from uh related to wrestling and getting in the ring, but he's doing the work. He's cutting promos. He's on podcasts, and he legitimately has a beef with Logan Paul. Like I think he was on Stephanie McMahon's podcast. And is like, oh well, what do you think of Logan Paul? He goes, I fucking hate that guy, and I was like, what? Like just flat out, it was almost like he was doing a shoot. Um, and the other thing here is that outside of him putting in the work, he's been taking bumps, he's slamming people. Logan Paul, I believe, has been extremely, extremely generous with selling for Jelly Roll because obviously Logan Paul has a couple of years of training under his belt, and Jelly Roll is clearly a celebrity. He's new to this, but you can tell that Jelly Roll's taking it seriously. He sells really well. He has good working punches. He's doing everything he needs to do, and the good thing about Jelly Roll is that he is going to be in there with Randy Orton, somebody who's been around the block umpteen times, knows what to do and what not to do. Randy is in a very supportive role these days within WWE, and I think Randy is probably the best person to work with Jelly Roll at this time. Obviously, it's not going to be a crazy match. I don't expect Jelly Roll to do some sort of like springboard 450, but if he does, I will call him the greatest performer of all time if that does happen. Mance is here saying it's like a good version of Jay Leno and Karl Malone coming into WCW '98. Thank you for the shameless plug, Mance, of your new show coming out on Wrestle Addict Radio in September, the Wayback Wrestling Machine. That's good job, Mance. I'm proud of you for that. As I lose my train of thought here, however, like I said, this is going to be a match for the outsider, for the people who love Jelly Roll and know of Logan Paul and probably know of Randy from the RKO Out of Nowhere memes, and Drew McIntyre, hopefully, if he shows up. Mike the Miz Mizanin has also come out and stated that he would like to replace Drew McIntyre if Drew is unable to make it, which would be very interesting because Logan Paul's first real breakout match at WrestleMania, 38? WrestleMania 38 in Dallas was with The Miz in a tag team match. So you kind of have that familiarity there, although The Miz did turn on Logan Paul and they never really were on TV again. So I think that back and forth would also be really interesting. Pending Drew can't make it. I totally believe Drew is going to make it, and they could just play this up right now. I mean, Drew will tell you if he's made it or not. He's big on social media. That's one of the things that has gotten his character over. And I also think that Drew McIntyre in and of himself might actually probably tweet again during the performance or during the match, because this is what Drew McIntyre does. Like, I can definitely picture Drew McIntyre probably taking a selfie with the downed Jelly Roll at one point in the match. Like, I'm going to book it right now, actually, as I'm waiting for Will to get back. But I think that Drew McIntyre will probably take like some sort of weird selfie with a beat up Jelly Roll at some point. And then when he's taking the selfie and posting it on Twitter, Randy Orton will then come in and RKO him. And then at some point, we are probably going to get Jelly Roll choke slamming Logan Paul, and Jelly Roll will get the victory. Because if we forget, folks, Jelly Roll has a pretty amazing choke slam. He did it at SummerSlam. I want to say last year. Excuse me. That he did it. And he choked. I forgot who he choke slammed, but it went over really, really well. I think Will Gray might know who it is. Is that he choke slammed somebody. People are like, oh, Jelly Roll might be a little bit talented here. So listen, this match is going to be somewhere in the middle. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a spot fest. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to put the entertainment within sports entertainment. But yeah, in the end, it is going to be Jelly Roll and Randy Orton beating Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Thank God you're back. I felt like I was filibustering.
Yeah, obviously they're winning. God, Jazz is eating dumplings, and I'm so fucking hungry.
That sucks.
And they smell
so much.
And they smell so good. I'm so upset. You know, in the previous 4 or 5 times I've done this, I've lived alone, so it's a lot easier. But when someone's eating in front of you and you can't eat anything.
That sucks a lot. Dumplings are. I want dumplings now. God damn it. Too bad it's National Wing Day too. You can't even have wings on National Chicken Wing Day.
No, I had wings yesterday though, so that counts for something. Hoboken has really good sushi as well. So.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I do love me some good sushi as well. Moving on to the next match. We're almost halfway there. This match is going to be absolutely bananas. It was very weird to me that when they had the match reveal that there were only 11 matches. I was like, they usually do things even. And then on SmackDown,
shit went down.
Due to the chaos, Nick Aldis, the greatest general manager of the modern era, said, "You know what? I have 6 teams in my tag team division. Y'all all want the titles? We're gonna do a TLC match with the entire SmackDown tag division. DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Andrade and Phoenix, Strange Bedfellows, Fraxium, Street Profits, and the Wyatt Six on the 25th anniversary of TLC being at SummerSlam."
Wow. Where's Pretty Deadly?
They have to be injured.
Again?
Yeah, which is a shame. I love me Pretty Deadly. They are so funny.
Yeah, they are pretty great.
I don't know how to predict this. This is the most anticipated match for me this weekend.
I'm gonna go with the Wyatt Six. I'm gonna go with the Wyatt Six.
To retain.
Champs retain. They just won them. They just won them too. You know, this faction has been start and go, which is apropos because Bray Wyatt was start and go. So continuing on his legacy. But I think you gotta give him something, especially because there's 2 more of them. So Uncle Howdy and whatever Rowan's new name is can also get involved.
Yeah.
And Candice and Nikki Cross can have a spot too. So.
Candice, Nikki Cross, B-Fab is with the Street Profits as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot that can go on in this match. This is totally unpredictable for me. I mean, listen, they had, Street Profits, DIY, and Motor City Machine Guns got a tag team ladder match, the SmackDown after Mania, and they tore the house down. Now you're adding 3 more teams. 2 of those teams are crazy athletic, and Fraxium and Nathan Frazier, and Andrade and Ray Phoenix are going to
Rowan is still Rowan.
Rowan is still.
Sorry, Mance. Pain is on the pre-show to Collision as part of the New Order, whatever the fuck their name was. The Dark Order.
Dark Order, yeah. I was like, what are you going from? Yeah.
My prediction is Pain.
Yeah, right. I don't know what you do with this. Everybody has a chance to win. It's the matter of this is going to be a demolition derby, and I hope this is on Sunday.
Yeah, it's a fun match. It's just, hey, let's forget that Liv Morgan is injured. Let's forget that Seth Rollins is injured, and hey, TLC gimmick matches.
But with all these experienced people,
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
can't wait.
It's gonna be so much fun. Kay is picking Fraxium. Will's going Wyatt Six. You know what? TLC matches always have gone, for the most part, the tag team TLC, we're talking the original trilogy, for the most part, have always gone.
Sorry, man.
What are you talking about? TLC matches in the original trilogy have always gone to the snarkiest and smartest heels. And
so the Gargano and Ciampa.
I think it's going to be DIY steals it in the snarkiest and heeliest way possible. They are very much a more serious Edge and Christian when they want to be. So I'm going to go DIY.
They're so good too.
Even when they're heels or faces, they're funny. I think they're funnier when they're heels.
Oh, of course.
Johnny as a heel is absolutely hysterical.
And Ciampa just yells and is angry.
Yeah, he's an angry gym teacher. Is what he is.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
You know who he is? What's the name of the Scottish janitor on The Simpsons?
Willie, groundskeeper Willie.
He's like groundskeeper Willie, but younger.
Without the accent.
Without the accent, yeah. That's what he is.
I live in a shark.
Yeah, that's Ciampa for you. So I listen. This is gonna be. We got to be seated for this, Will. Even though we are going to
Yeah.
be in club level.
Oh, of course. What do you mean? No
Yeah,
question.
but by the way, apparently, it's they renamed the club level where we're sitting, Will, to the Corona Beach Club.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun time. Moving on to the next match. This is also going to be an interesting match too.
This is so fun. I love this match.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Dom Mysterio is putting his title after evading AJ Styles for who knows how long. In a one-on-one match here, Dom got cleared. AJ Styles became a meme in 1 week.
So many memes. Multiple memes.
Multiple memes. AJ Styles being a master of disguise for one Raw was also really funny.
Yeah, he was a janitor. Yeah, it was great.
He was the sideline doctor. He tried to give him CPR.
So
it
funny.
was so good. And I was gonna go with AJ Styles here up until when Dom Mysterio showed up at AAA.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. He's going to be, it's now a fatal 4-way at Triple Mania 2 weeks after SummerSlam. 2 weeks after SummerSlam. And it's going to be live streamed on YouTube for everybody. So you'll be able to watch it for free, Will. I have a feeling Dom is going to retain here to go in to Triple Mania as the IC champion and be a double champ. The pop he got in Mexico.
Yeah, people love him.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
We're going to cheer him too. I think the New York crowd's going to love Dom Mysterio.
Yeah. And regardless, this is going to be a hell of a match. Like,
yeah,
AJ Styles at SummerSlam is great.
Dom can work too.
Yeah.
Like, I know Dom doesn't wrestle as much as he used to, but he needs to bulk up a little bit, needs a little more muscle, but he is like that.
He may not be able to yet.
Maybe. He's still a baby.
Yeah.
So he is that 5-tool player. I love that he rocks the Eddie Guerrero look from the night from WCW.
So good.
Everything he does is just so great. And I think eventually, once he leaves the Judgment Day, you put him with Vicky Guerrero.
If Vicky wants to come back, I would love for Vicky to come back. I listen. We've met Vicky.
She was at Evolution. She was in the crowd. So
that was great.
It's totally possible. But like if Dom reaches that part of his career, because right now he's like the edge leader right now, but without like the cheating and Matt Hardy. But he's on that career trajectory of edge. So if you put him in that world title picture and give him Vicky Guerrero, that'd be great.
Yeah. Kay is going AJ Styles, but I think Will and I are both sold on Dom.
I'm going, I'm gaining ground, baby.
I thought AJ doesn't really need the IC title. He doesn't have an IC title. I think or did he get the IC title once?
I think he's missing the US title.
No, he has the US.
He has US title. Let me go AJ Styles.
Yeah. Someone double check to see if it's AJ's missing the IC or the US title for the Grand Slam. Because I am not completely sure on that at all.
God, I have to go through all of his career in wrestling, championships and accomplishments. There we go.
Yeah, where is he? What do we got?
World Wrestling Entertainment, two-time WWE champion, 3-time US, 1-time Intercontinental, 1-time.
Oh, he has the Grand Slam.
Yeah, he's already, yeah. He is the 22nd Grand Slam champion and the 32nd Triple Crown.
Interesting. All right, so Mance is going AJ, or Fretz is going AJ when Dom wins in Mexico. And Dom becomes a AAA champion? Or mega champion is what it's called?
You see in Make Doubt, they fired Del Rio.
Well, yeah, he wasn't going to stick around.
Wow, I want to feel bad, but I don't. I
don't feel bad for
Sorry, Del Rio, you're not Hulk Hogan.
Jeez, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. So yeah, Dom being a mega champion would be very interesting, especially since WWE acquired AAA during WrestleMania. And so, what do you do with that too? That's very interesting. I do think we get a Roxanne Perez appearance. All right, so if my theory holds up and Dom gets a new boo every SummerSlam. This would be the perfect time, as well as long as Liv doesn't show up, or Liv could show up, that we get a Dom and Roxanne Perez like lip lock after the match once she helps Dom win.
No, not a lip lock. They gotta do the nose thing that he does with Liv.
Nah, it's got to be a lip lock.
I guess, but they do make a point. Because Dom is married, right? So I think.
Well, it was like a wife suggestion thing,
right? Which fair,
yeah,
right,
yeah, fair.
And for Dom and Liv, like the nose thing was just more annoying, so it actually worked better.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't mind one lip lock because I mean, who don't want to kiss Roxanne Perez? She's a button.
Dom can't initiate. Like he's got to she has to go for it. And he could be like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be that. Like you got to create some controversy in the Judgment Day, and I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, because Finn's
stirring the pot all the time. I love it.
It's so much fun watching Finn have fun.
Fred says Roxanne bought Dom a Switch too. You know how much those cost? He's getting a. Yeah, you're correct. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. Roxanne spent her call up bonus on a Switch 2 for Dom.
Pretty much. That's love right there, dude.
That is love right there. Although Roxanne's also dating someone, so good for her.
Yeah, good for her. Everybody's finding love in hopeless places. All right. Speaking of a match that surprisingly I'm not really that excited for, but I am kind of excited for. We'll see. Steel cage match. Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, United States Championship on the line. Very simple for me. Yada da mean. Yep. Jacob Fatu.
Yep, Fatu. Easy peasy.
Really simple. Yeah.
I won because Jimmy's gonna come down when the Tamatala, the Talatonga, because he's Tala. Thank you, Mance. That's how I remember now. They're gonna get unless who's that? Unless he comes back.
Tamatanga.
Unless he comes back, which is possible. I could see Solo retaining because Solo, man. They've invested so much into him. It seems like a waste not to have him keep it.
It is, and he's actually doing.
Kay went with
Solo.
You know what? I've taken too many risks. I'm gonna go with Solo.
Go with Solo
because that again manufactured. I do think Solo deserves this spot. I really do because of all the investment they put into him, all the time, this, that, and the other. But Jacob just has that hot streak, and the fans love him.
He got a bunch of brand new merch, too.
But WWE, man, they prefer to go with what they want sometimes. They did the same thing with LA Knight. So,
listen, I feel for Solo. I feel for Solo, too, because I think he's doing his best heel work since he, split his bloodline.
Yeah,
he's funny. He's funny.
He's not bad. His in-ring work is fine.
Yeah.
But, you know what it is? He's 3 inches too short.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Is once he stopped becoming the heavy and the silent assassin, and then he started to speak. It took him a while to get there, but he's there now. He has his personality. My favorite thing he ever did was the arresting. Arrest him, and he gets arrested.
He gets arrested. He's like, what?
Yeah, I was like, we need to see more of this. This is funny. This is entertaining.
He's putting the work in.
Yeah.
It's just like when the fans were chanting "fuck you, Solo" on SmackDown last week. That wasn't good heat. That was we just don't like you. Go away heat. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know how you convince the fans to buy into Solo, and it's not going to happen facing Jacob Fatu because we all love Jacob Fatu.
We love Jacob so much.
He's like the fuck. I'm not talking to no police.
So good.
It's Jacob. The cameras are rolling.
Oh, yes, right this way.
I was like, I love it. Perfect.
Oh, that's good. But yeah, for me, it's Jacob. We're, Kane will go with Solo. This will be interesting. It's also very interesting that Rikishi and Haku both canceled their WrestleCon appearances, which is going on this weekend in New Jersey as well.
Yeah, it's in the Prudential Center, right? It's in the Rock.
No, it's in the Newark Marriott.
Okay,
we're talking WrestleCon. Yeah, Newark Marriott, Newark Airport Marriott or whatever. It's something we're not going to go to. I will tell you that right now.
I don't want to go to Newark specifically the airport to go meet wrestlers. for $40. No, thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, it's there's something up. I feel like this is going to be a big show. Moving on to the women's tag team championship match,
Look
Charlotte
at her.
Flair and
She's so
Alexa.
cute. Cute as a button.
I know somebody who hates Roxanne.
Oh,
Charlotte
I
Flair,
know. I know we do. She's been on the
Char-
show.
Yes, she has been. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, the Dave Malkowitz Classic, Strange Bedfellows versus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, which is also kind of Strange Bedfellows, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think you go with the listen, Raquel and Roxanne are actually doing really well. Ever since Kevin Nash told Raquel you need to wrestle bigger, she listened and she's doing great.
Definitely, 100%. That match with Rhea was very, very, very well done.
Yeah, she's doing great. Roxanne's finding her little niche, but Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are on fire. I don't know what it is. They're just on fire right now.
Definitely.
And I
We're
hinted
not
at
friends.
it earlier.
It's a great shirt.
We should get those shirts. We should get those shirts. We're not friends.
Well, we are friends. Why would we do that?
We should get it for Slack.
Oh, yes. Yes. There you go. There's the idea.
Get it for Slack. We're not friends. Oh, man. Listen, it just helps. I mean, once the article came out on Players Tribune, I feel like that kind of turned the tide with Charlotte.
Yeah.
No,
definitely. The fans were like, oh, shit, you're really sad. We're going to pick you up.
And she got the pop at Evolution. It's been carried on. Her and Bliss have great on-screen chemistry. It just it also, to me, it looks like for the first time in a long time, Charlotte's having fun.
Yes.
And that's a big thing. It goes a long way, I think, backstage. Charlotte's having fun. Bliss is having fun. They work stupidly. They're kind of like big sister, little sister.
Yeah, which is funny because they're similar in age.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. So I just think you give it to the hot hand and you get Charlotte and Bliss. And if Bayley does align with Becky, that tag title match, whenever that happens, phenomenal.
Yeah.
You have essentially your four legacy hottest, wrestlers going against each other in a tag title match. It would suck for Roxanne and Raquel, but you can also Liv might show up. Liv is a wild card in this.
That's what I mean. I do think they keep these titles until Liv returns. So while I do agree Charlotte and Bliss are red hot, there is still plenty of room. There's plenty of stuff they can still do inside and outside of tag division. She's like, I need you to be my cheerleader. And she came with the pom-poms. Great. Right?
The pom-poms are really funny.
there is room for growth and opportunity outside of the tag titles, where the tag titles need to stay with Roxanne and Raquel to keep pushing that story forward. Because if Liv comes back,
I see what you mean.
It's just like, well, that's my title. Now it's just like, oh, you have my spot. It gives that story a little more oomph. It makes the titles a little more that much more important, and it makes people care a little more. And you've invested so much into Judgment Day over the past few years. This is one of the longest running factions.
Almost ever at this
almost
point.
ever in a very long, the Bloodline, but it's getting close to that length of the Bloodline. The NWO in its prime, it's definitely outdone DX. And then if you want to include all the iterations of DX together, it's probably about the same. So keep the titles where you've been invested, because while this is a new hot thing with Bliss and Flair, there's room for growth outside of the titles. They don't really need them.
You can give them some adversary. Mance with a comment here saying, unless Liv shows up to screw over, but Judgment Day, it's a Judgment Day. Story doesn't make any sense otherwise, but as is my way, I'm predicting the return of Liv to take out Roxanne and Charlexa. I love that. Charlexa wins the titles.
That's pretty good.
So here's an interesting moment too as well. As I'm looking at the card, according to what they released about a week ago, the tag match, this tag match is Saturday. And Dom and AJ are Sunday. Which would lead most people conventional wisdom to believe they're retaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was the other way around, I was like, oh, okay, there's something to be said here.
I think they're retaining. It makes the most sense in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go with Charlexa. I also just like the name that Mance came up with.
It's a great
Charlexa. That's
name.
really good.
It's a great
name.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be that upset if they won the titles because the tag titles have always been pretty irrelevant regardless.
Yeah.
But Raquel Rodriguez and Perez just work, I think, better for the stories they're trying to tell.
They're ironically antagonistic with each other as a character, but they work well in the ring.
Because think of the titles too. You want the titles to be in a story. What's the story moving forward with Bliss and Flair other than they have the titles?
Makes sense.
Whereas with Perez and Rodriguez, they're a focal point of the story, which elevates the titles theoretically.
Yeah. And and Charlotte, and because if Charlotte and Bliss and Charlexa are not friends, what happens when they actually lose?
Exactly.
Do they blow up? Do they rally around
or they
each
get
other?
Closer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the bar.
Yeah, I've missed the bar so much. They were so much fun.
It's so much fun.
We don't set the bar, we are the bar.
It's a great tagline.
Yeah, it was. I had that shirt. It was great. I used to wear it at bars. Ironically enough,
We are the bar.
we are the bar. So, moving on, a couple more matches here. The Roman Reigns needs a paycheck match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, who is probably still looking for his shoes, versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The oh crap, Seth Rollins isn't here. We need to do something match. Pretty much what it is. If you think Roman's gonna come back after being away for months and lose, you have something else coming to you. Roman and Jey, we're gonna get a yeet off between Roman and Jey, and it's gonna be fantastic.
Do you think Roman does the?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh God, I hope not.
Listen, Roman's super babyface now. He's got to do something stupid babyface. Listen, I love the really random segment where Bronson Reed stole Roman's shoes.
I know. I saw the images. I'm like, you know what? It's never been done before. I love it.
Might as well.
Did Roman never got his shoe deal? Did he?
He never got a shoe deal. It never came to fruition, I believe. And also, Bronson Reed was on Chris Van Vliet. He's like, I'm a sneakerhead. I have 150 pairs of shoes.
I believe it.
And Roman, I believe, is also a sneakerhead. Like, Roman always has really nice shoes on.
Yeah.
He's always wearing Jordans.
So
for somebody to steal your Jordans off of your feet, that's very disrespectful. Like, Jordans go for like $200 a pair.
Yeah, I believe it.
Especially the ones on Roman's feet. So it's great heel heat. I do love Braun Breaker saying he's got the best spear in the business. Like, this match is going to be fun.
Does Braun Breaker have the best spear in the business? It's close.
I think just on speed and impact.
Just speed and impact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Roman's is good, but Braun has that punch of youth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all it really is. But Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are going to look fantastic against Jey and Roman. And this is going to be a fun, entertaining match. And this match is also on Saturday. Roman's winning.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
This is classic LOL. Roman wins.
Yeah, it's a damn shame Seth isn't there.
It is a shame, but you know what? They're going to get an interesting match out of this. It's going to be an entertaining match. Paul's going to be Paul. Jay's going to be Jay. Do you think Jay comes down from the stands again?
He's going to come from our section specifically. I'm going to be the little kid.
He's going to be eating in club level. That'll be great. But yeah, this is an LOL. Roman wins. Roman wins because
absolutely.
You don't bring him back for nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't bring him back to take a pin.
He's probably never losing a match again.
Yeah, probably not. And now to the final match on the card, or the final match that we're going to predict. This is technically on Saturday, guaranteed on the Saturday. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, the feud that we kind of want, and we're waiting for this to actually pick up and do something. Karrion Kross had the really crazy media run during WrestleMania that worked really well. Sami hasn't done anything besides this. This is like an on again, off again. They had the match. What was it in Saudi? At
they had another one on Raw.
And Sami's always bested him. At this point, this is make or break for the Karrion Kross character. Karrion has to win this, or what do you do with him?
You release him.
Yeah. Well, yes. I think you have to, and I'm going on the sole fact that this is This is the heel WrestleMania. I think Sammy can take a loss. Ironically, I think we like Sammy better when he loses a lot more.
Yeah, Sammy strikes me as guys like Triple H. I need to lose this match. Like Sammy's
Yeah.
like one of the few people who would advocate to lose.
Yeah.
Like Tommy Dreamer did that in ECW all the time. He would advocate to lose.
Yeah.
It's better for
And
his character.
Yeah. I think it's better for Sammy's character if he loses to Cross and you give Cross some momentum to see what he can do. This is pretty much, we've got to give you something to do.
Yeah, I mean, good for him, man. How he
Yeah.
forced himself into this situation. Like,
Listen, he lobbied in the best way possible. He made the most noise on the biggest weekend.
yeah, and he complained about Logan Paul, and then to an extent he complained about Logan Paul doing the right thing, right, getting attention, and then
Yeah.
WWE's just like, okay, we're gonna reward you the same way we rewarded him. So
Yeah, he got
by getting
attention. The people now WC picked up on it. He started selling a ton of merch.
Yeah,
And it's all about getting attention. Like, it's the metrics online and your merchandise sales that really get that we've learned from WWE really gets the backstage talking about you and be like,
Yep.
all right, what do we do with this guy?
and I don't understand the narrative came from that Karrion Kross doesn't sell. I'm like, what do you mean? He's taking back bumps all over Saudi Arabia. He sells.
Yeah, I think he ran with that too. He was like,
Yeah.
wait, I don't sell.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, because normally in NXT, like, he was booked to be a dominant champion. So yeah, typically dominant champions don't sell that much.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like, yeah, part of his gimmick was not to sell to an extent.
Yeah.
But yeah, like his match with Sammy, yeah, I think he did fine. Like, what do you mean? Get off his ass, man. Like, I don't even like Karrion Kross, but I'm defending him.
Listen, it's never been about Karrion Kross. It's been about Scarlett.
Yeah, talk about underutilized.
Yeah, it is a shame because, I mean, when Karrion Kross was hot in his NXT run, Scarlett was the catalyst to that character.
Yeah, she was hotter.
Yeah, but she was, yeah, she was the catalyst. She was essentially like the herald to be like, he's coming, and like the sand clock and everything too, like the whole the end is near thing. Like, it was good.
Yeah.
They just never ran with it for too long.
Then he got released.
And then he got released.
And then he came back, and he still did nothing.
And you got to do. You have to do something. You have to. And I think you got to give Cross this win. And we will cheer Cross winning. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah, we will.
I guarantee.
If it's a good
Cross
finish, yeah.
Yeah. So Cross with the clean sweep for all of us here. And that is the final match of the card of 12-match weekend. Remember, SummerSlam starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time both nights, 3 p.m. on the West Coast, which is very interesting. But with that being said, let's figure out how well this SummerSlam is going to be. We're going to crown it, one being the greatest thing, one being the worst thing of all time, looking at you exploding barbed wire death match, and 10 being WrestleMania 40, obviously the greatest show of all time.
Facts,
for me, yeah, for me, I was very concerned about SummerSlam, especially because it felt like it was rushed and we didn't have time to breathe to build SummerSlam. And somehow they pulled off a very above average card. There's a lot of things to be excited about here. There's a lot of things you're like, but there's the most important thing is there's something for somebody on this card. Both nights. Yeah. Guaranteed. We didn't even talk about Cardi B hosting because she'll be there. You know, she'll be there. But for me, here's the thing with WWE. It does look like a solid 8, Mr. Fretz. I agree. But I'm going to play into WWE is going to be like, we need to make a statement. This is our first 2-night SummerSlam. We need to show what we can show on 2 nights for an event that's not WrestleMania. And they need to make money because they have to do this again next year in Minnesota. So, who was supposed to get the first ever 2-night SummerSlam, and they're like, actually, we'll go to New Jersey and do it. I'm gonna go with. I think they're gonna pull a 9 here.
Wow, you on 9?
I think that in a little bit of a weird way, we're back is against the wall.
God, I was just remembering because next year in Minnesota, I'm like, fuck. I hope it's not the same weekend as my wedding. That'd be a real bummer. So I was thinking, why go to Minnesota? It's like, no, Will, you're getting married either that same weekend or the weekend before or after.
So make sure your reception gets Peacock, and we can just have a TV.
Yep, it's a giant monitor. I'm gonna give it an 8. Yeah, like it should be a 9, but the fact that they had the two of their top stars go down within like 3 weeks of each other, they had to scramble again. They did pull it off. They have a few gimmicks here and there to kind of keep you there, which fine, it's entertainment. But some of them have like at least the Solo and Fatu has a story around it. It's like, oh, you got arrested. We want to put you in a cage. I'm gonna put you in a cage. So, like, at least there's a reason behind it. Cody Cena, it's like, okay, you need run-ins. You gotta save that main event. So a few gimmicks are kind of just because they didn't have anything else to do. But strong matches, like the triple threat, they made up for it. And Roman and Jay, it's okay. It's gonna be cool to see. So, yeah, solid 8. Solid 8. A little higher than the bar.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good time. It's going to be interesting. If you are going to be at SummerSlam, please make sure to, if you do know of us, hit us up. We'd love to hang out with you. Oh, yeah, forgot about to tell you this, Will. Wade is showing up at SummerSlam.
I think I did know that.
Well, yeah. I'm telling you again now. Wade's showing up at SummerSlam.
Hell yeah.
We're going to see
hashtag Wade cares.
Hashtag Wade cares. Him and his wife, Jess. I think you haven't met Jess.
Have not met, but I know what she looks like. I've seen her in photos.
Yeah, I met Jess a couple of years ago when I was in Dallas for Mania.
Seems super sweet.
Oh, she's awesome. Giant Rhea fan, by the way.
Love it. We'll get along just fine.
Giant Rhea fan. I almost had Wade on the show this week. I should have asked them. But giant Rhea fan. They love horror stuff. They're going to go to Halloween Horror Nights. They live in Orlando.
Hell yeah.
Which is now going to feature the Wyatt Six, and they're going to be a part of Halloween Horror Nights.
Love it.
As well. So good for them. So I'm looking forward to. I'm going to hit up Wade. I'm looking forward to talking to Wade. I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen.
It's been a very long time, so we're gonna have to.
He used to be our NXT correspondent.
yeah, he was. So yeah, it's been a long time for Wade. Balor Club guy, I think, is also going to be around as well because, of course, he is.
Always a pleasure seeing BCG.
Yeah, BCG. I like that BCG. So I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited that it's not going to be hot. Knock on wood. Oh. Yeah. That's why
Jay just in the path. Fuck you, Charles. Jersey Transit. The path doesn't go to. It's a train. It's not this path.
Actually, Jay entering through the path would be hysterical.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be It would be hard for them to do it. They would screw up all the time.
He shows up in Secaucus. Oh shit!
Where you at? It's just me, Oos.
It's just me, Oos. Where's the ring? It's just me, Oos.
That's great. Oh man, that's right. Show title. Secaucus train station. Secaucus path. I'll figure out a show title. But yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. It's going to be a fun time. I honestly can't wait for the club food. So the last time I was in MetLife, and I sat club level for a Raiders and Giants game. They had they made like wings right in front of you, like to order.
Oh yeah, dude, I bet. I was a little disappointed with the club food for TNA, but that's because
it was TNA. It wasn't
a main event. Like wasn't a main
major event.
At the arena. So club at MetLife, I have high hopes. It's gonna be great. I'm very excited. I hate MetLife, but I'll pretend to like it this weekend.
Listen, you're gonna be in climate controlled club seating. So.
I mean, yeah, that's the most
or
important.
Club section.
That's the most important part. We can go inside if we need to.
Exactly. You don't have to go anywhere for anything else. To be honest with you, that's why we get club and things like that. So yeah. With that being said, let's get this show on the road and let's move to the post show for a little bit at least. Because then I think I have some stuff to do. Maybe some editing, maybe some writing. Who knows? Anyway, folks, ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 416, The Path to Oos. I have been your host, King Ricky. There you go. Yeah, I've been your host, King Ricky Rose. You can find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast across all social platforms. Like, share, subscribe, leave us 5-star reviews. The links to all of that, including some of our fantastic merch, is in the description below. And new merch coming soon, probably next month. If you're listening to us, make sure you're listening to us on Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast, and follow Wrestle Addict Radio socials at addict_wrestle on Twitter, because I'm not calling it X, and at Wrestle Addict Radio, all one word, everywhere else. The links to all of those things are in the description below. Will Tarashak.
Yes, ladies and germs, it's me, it's Willie T. Yankees are currently winning 6-3 because the Rays have bad defense. So take the win where you can get it.
Fair enough. Simple enough. When we come back next week, hopefully nobody will be having tummy aches anymore.
I'll be good. I'll be clear.
You'll be. Yeah, you will be. Hopefully nobody having tummy aches anymore. We'll talk about everything that happened at SummerSlam, the surprises that we probably totally forgot about, our experience hanging out with Wade. We got to figure out tailgating and stuff. I got to talk to Wade about that. And everything in between, and my weekend in Jersey for the first time. I haven't spent a weekend in Jersey in a very, very long time. I usually like. I know I usually like to keep it that way, but I'll make the exception this one time for SummerSlam. So until next week, folks, goodbye, good night. We'll see you soon, and maybe some of you on the post show. And yeah, we're definitely going to buy the We're Not Friends thing for Slack. Just a surprise delivery to him.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have his address? We can just send it to him on a whim.
Someone has it. I can find out. And if not, we'll just ask him. We'll just ask him, and he'll give it to us.
We'll have Kay ask him.
Exactly. Yeah, he probably won't answer me. So, anywho, fuck you, Slack. We'll see you next week. This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast.
Nice.
If the baby tummies can't show up, thank you there, man. It'll never be not hot here again. That's true. You do live in a very hot state.
Mance, I don't have a baby tummy. I didn't choose this. I have to get a colonoscopy tomorrow, so I am being flushed out.
Quite literally.
Yeah, quite literally. Just for the doctor to tell me everything's fine. So, great.
Yeah.
That's what you want, right? So.
Yeah. A little here, a little there,
Dude, I seriously though, I can't wait for the anesthesia. Like, if I'm actually very lucky anesthesia isn't like a recreational drug you just get on the street, because I would get it all the time.
There's a reason.
I would be fired for having an anesthesia addiction.
There's a reason why it's only used in hospital.
Well, yeah, it's super it puts you to sleep. It's super dangerous.
Yeah, it is a wild time. I mean, listen, the times I've had to go under in the hospital, I'm like, yo, medical anesthesia is amazing.
Yeah,
yeah. I wake up, I'm like, this is awesome.
I equate it to, like, it's the closest thing I can explain to dying. Because because you feel it, like, go into your veins, it's a little cold, and like you can fight to stay awake, but you just feel the life leaving your body. You just feel, you just feel conscious of being like, oh, here I go. Everything's numb. Bye. And then you're out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then you wake up, you gotta learn how to walk again.
You just lay down, you're like, oh, where am I? Oh, this is nice. I remember I had to go under for something. And the last thing I remember was they were, because like before like a surgery, like the nurses stuff, like, oh, this is so and so. AIDS, blah, 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 blah. And as they were doing it, because I'm hearing as they're doing that, they just upped the anesthesia.
Yep. Yeah. They go night. I should be like, hey, doc, pull my finger. I always go, all right, doc, see you on the other side. Like, let's hope I make it. If I wake up, I'm suing.
Oh, man. It's so good. Yeah, medical anesthesia is a problem, but it's
a hell of a drug, dude.
Mm-hmm. Fred saying when I had back surgery, I was so hyper anxious and wired, but I was given the gross chocolate water stuff. Wow, I don't know what that is, but that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, that sounds like Canadian healthcare.
He said you passed out in the gurney. I didn't even see the operating room. I woke up in the ICU. My God. They must have given you some great stuff.
Right?
Like, oh my God, this is and just knocked out.
Although I will say when I had my kidney stone, they gave me morphine,
Ooh.
and I was like, more.
That's dangerous.
More. I was like, you give me more right now. They're like, good. I'm like, yeah, good.
Yeah,
Much better. Morphine. Wow. That is dangerous. That's a hell of a drug. It was a 10-hour back surgery. That sucks.
You were knocked out the entire time, Matt. Wow.
Yeah, colonoscopy, you're out for like 45 minutes. It's in and out.
10 hours. Waking up 10 hours and totally disoriented? That's a great night's sleep, too, by the way. What was your first meal after, Fred? I'm interested now. I'm very interested. I can tell you in detail my morphine trips to this day. Jesus. Oh, you had a great time then, Fred. You see, like, Charlie the Unicorn? Have you watched Charlie the Unicorn lately?
Not in a long time.
It's still really funny.
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie, come play with us, Charlie. It's so ridiculous.
Dude, that was the internet back then. It was that and the Rusty Spoons. And then Kitten Cannon. That was the whole internet.
You also had Chocolate Rain.
Yeah, Chocolate
Rain.
His web redemption was awesome on Tosh.
I miss Tosh. Tosh is really funny. I've seen Daniel Tosh live. He's great.
Yeah, his stand-up's also pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. I used to listen to him in college. I was like, this guy's hysterical. You know what it is? Because he's very good on sports. Like he loves sports. Like his sports comedy is great.
Yeah.
He's always very relevant, but he's also so blunt with his comedy. Like that's what makes him funny because he's obscenely blunt.
Yeah, that's his gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, what special did I watch recently that was hilarious? It was a new special. It might have been Bert's. Bert's was really funny. Ari Shafir's was really funny. Schultz's was emotional but good. Did you watch Jimmy Fox's?
No, I didn't know Jimmy Fox
on
special.
Netflix. So it's just like he tells a story of what happened to him. Remember, he was like super pale, and everyone thought R. Kelly tried to kill him or Diddy tried to kill him.
Yeah.
So no, he had like a severe medical. He almost died. So
Oh, shit.
he tells a story with like some comedy, some music. It's like a one-man show, but it's very emotional. But at times, very very good. Because like he goes through all his old movie rules. He's like, "I was Rio," like Django. Like he does like his voices. Like, cause the man's super talented. Like he brings his daughter on stage because like one of the things that helped him wake up in the hospital, like his daughter was playing guitar. So
that's awesome.
Like he brought his daughter out to play guitar, and you could tell she totally didn't want to be there. She's super embarrassed. But yeah, it's on Netflix. Phenomenal. So it's like I think it's like So What Happened Was is what the name of the special.
Okay.
Because Jimmy Fox is one of the most talented people alive. The man is good at everything.
Yeah, what did I watch recently? I've been on like a TV low.
I've been on a YouTube high.
Well, no, I'm always on a YouTube high. That's how I get through work every day. Chris Titus. He had another special come out. I've been falling off by Chris Titus. Chris Titus is one of my favorite comedians ever. Did I ever tell you about Titus?
I don't know Chris Titus.
I'll send you his stuff. The first ever one I listened to, I used to listen to it on the road going back and forth to college. It's called Norman Rockwell is Bleeding. Okay, and he talks about his first special is about his family and how effed up his family is.
Nice.
And how his father always kept, his father was a raging alcoholic that couldn't keep a wife. He was like, my dad should have a marriage license gold card. And he he talks about how his mom was mentally ill. He was like, it was a paranoid schizophrenic.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, so you never know who was coming to the table. He talked about his first wife and how they fell in love and things like that. And then the next special, he talks about his divorce from his first wife. It's Titus is hysterical. He's ridiculously poignant. Like he talks about the difference, like dealing with them. Like when dealing with someone who's mentally ill, you just follow the rules. You know, like you don't put like a handicapped person on a roller coaster.
Yeah, right.
Like you just follow the rules. That's all it is. Christopher Titus, I can send you a bunch of stuff. Don't be a wussy. My mother was part of a teachers union, American Federation of Teachers, and they used to have a giant conference every year in New York City, and she would go and take my father as well to go. And that was her night, and so they would always have somebody special do like a comedy act or something. And they came back one time, and they're like, "Oh, we saw this guy Christopher Titus." Like you've met my dad. My dad's a very straight-faced, straight shooter.
Straight shooter.
He made my father laugh. Yeah,
amazing.
Because it was the bit that he did, because he talked about, this is when Norman Rockwell was bleeding was big. He talked about the difference between women and men raising children. And because the bit starts, he goes, "Women don't know how to raise children." And he's like, and you hear the guy's like, "Yeah, I said it. Come on, what you gonna do?"
All right, let the man speak.
So he's like, the difference is, women give you knowledge, men make you earn knowledge.
Yeah, that's accurate.
And he gave the example of, if you see a little kid with a fork going to an electrical outlet, if you're a woman, you smack that little thing out of his hand. But if you're a man, you're like,
go ahead. See what happens.
Exactly, we'll go on.
Go ahead, see what happens. Not gonna do that again.
Exactly, that's the whole bit. It's like, yeah, shot your ass about 8 feet. I saw. It's like, you ain't gonna do that again. How are you? It's so good. He's also very good because he makes fun of himself a lot. So like, he had a show called Titus on Fox.
Okay.
And then one of his specials, he talks about the dumbass thing he said in a meeting with the Fox executives that got his show canceled.
I can only imagine.
He also, I'll have to send you his YouTube page. A lot of his specials are on his YouTube page. And he also has
Fretz just put it right here.
Yeah, there's one where he talks about when he meets Bruce Springsteen.
Oh God.
Yeah, because he's a big Bruce Springsteen fan. Yeah, he talks about it too. And he's like, when he found out that Bruce wanted to meet him, he goes, "Bruce who?" Like, are you watching it now?
No, I just went to the channel. Let's see if I know what this guy looks like. I've never seen him before.
I think Christopher Titus TV also he has a podcast too.
Yeah.
Where he just shoots the shit about stuff, but he has the specials up there as well.
He gives me, oh my God, look at that hairline. Don't
worry about it.
he gives me a Bill Burr vibe.
Kind of. Not as brash. He's sillier than Bill Burr. Like his
Bill Burr is brash. That's a good way to describe Bill Burr.
Yeah.
I fucking love Bill Burr.
He also talks about his first job where he had to play Darth Vader for kids for children's birthday parties. Oh man, yeah, no. There's a lot of Christopher Titus. I'm a huge fan of him and his stuff. He talks about essentially like the perfect way to manipulate people is have phrases in 3 syllables. Because he was like, "Yes, we can build the wall." You see how easy that is?
Let's go here.
Yeah. And he
talks hope and change.
Exactly. He goes, "You see how easy you guys fell into that?" He talked about his radical plan for gun control. He's like, instead of arming the teachers, arm the children.
Arm the children.
Yeah. Arm the children.
Well, that was the Chappelle bit. The Chappelle bit was like, if you want to get real gun control, all African Americans gotta go and buy a gun.
Yeah, no, it's true. If you listen, I would say start with Norman Rockwell is Bleeding. That's my favorite one too, as well. Because he tells a story while also putting jokes in, so that's his comedy style. like he's telling you a whole story, but he'll break for jokes.
I like that. It's like Kreischer does that. Bert Kreischer does that mainly. He tells a lot of stories.
Yeah,
It's a good. It's a good way to do comedy.
it's very very good. But yeah, Norman Rockwell is bleeding. It's very old now, but it's still really good.
I'm sure it still holds up. Rockwell is not around anymore. So the steakhouse, the Yankee Steakhouse.
Oh, you went, right?
Yeah, I went on Sunday when he actually
How was it?
won. It was really cool. So the gates, we did our reservation for 12 because the gates open at noon, and the game was at 1:30, but it got delayed, so it's opened at 2. So
Because of the rain, yeah.
Yeah, because the steakhouse is right above Gate 6, the main entrance. So after Subway, it's right there. So you go through.
I know where it's at.
Because
It's
the
to-
Hard
it's
Rock's
to the
there.
right.
Yeah,
It's
because
to the
the Hard
right of
Rock's
Gate
there.
6.
So you go through the Hard Rock, you up the elevator, and the steakhouse is very nice. It's small, but it's a very pretty steakhouse. Service was great.
Okay.
It was a prefix menu, so like the fillet was very very small, but it was so tender and so delicious. And then Jed's got the half chicken, which was also cooked to perfection.
Nice.
Like like you bite into like a soft chocolate chip cookie and it's just perfect.
Yes.
It was like that, but a chicken. It was just
Ooh,
cooked to
okay.
perfection. And then on our way out, she was like, "Oh, if you take the elevator, go upstairs. You got the Yankee Museum if you want to check out before the game."
Oh, you've never been to the museum?
I was like, "I'm gonna do that." So
Wait, you've never been to the
I've
museum?
never been. I've never been to the
museum's
museum in Yankee Stadium.
great.
The museum's crazy because they have all the World Series rings.
They have all the balls.
all
of
the
signed
balls,
players.
all the trophies, and they had Thurman Munson's locker, which I finally
Yep.
got to see. So there was a lot of really cool stuff in there. So we went and did that, and then we went
And
and
you
sat down
can
in our
sit in
seat.
your own locker
Yeah, yeah,
and get your name on the placard.
yeah. It was cool as shit. So then we go out, and then we just go to our because it's in section 200. We just go sit down in section 230, and then sit down for first pitch. It was perfect.
Yeah. The museum is really nice. It's open till I think the 7th. So you never went to Monument Park yet, have you?
No, I did not get to do Monument Park.
If you don't like, so if you go, there's a center field gate that you get into that brings you right.
It brings
in
you right
front
there.
of
Yeah.
right in front. If you're not there, like when gates open, you're probably never getting into Monument Park.
Yeah. So next time I'll go to Monument Park. But
Yeah.
it was very good.
The museum's really dope though.
I wouldn't
because
do I wouldn't do the steakhouse ever again.
Yeah.
Unless it was a prefix menu because the prices were really, really high, but the food
Yeah.
looked incredible. But I was like, yeah, we could have sat in there during the game and watched the game in there, which would have been interesting.
Yeah.
But it was cool. But the museum was
I-
really cool. There was a lot of people there, so I didn't get to look at a lot of cool stuff. But
But you have Don Larson pitching the Yogi Bear. That's the statue back there doing with all the balls.
yep,
It's the perfect game. Yeah.
yeah,
It's really cool. What? Because I know when I was there, they had the displays. Because like Rivera and or Jeter had just got into the hall, so they had displays of all their stats.
they had
and stuff.
CC because it was the day before CC got into the hall. So they had
So it's
CC stuff.
CC's display. Nice.
Yeah, and then they had a few Ichiro things too.
Nice.
Because Ichiro also got well, not as a Yankee, but he was a Yankee. So
Yankee,
they had
yeah.
they had the small stuff for Ichiro, and then mostly CC because it had I think they called Isak one of like the Black Aces,
Oh, okay, yeah.
or something. So like they had like Bob Gibson and some others in his thing because he was like left-handed Black Aces, and he had like the numbers of strikeouts leaders just for left-handers. He's like number 4. I think Randy Johnson's probably number 1.
Probably.
So yeah, they did a really really good job
Good. I'm glad.
with everything. I mean, CC guy's a fucking legend.
Oh yeah.
Carried that
He's the-
09 team.
I'm very happy that I saw, which is very unfortunate. I saw him pitch his last pitch ever.
Yeah, but what a way to go out, man.
Listen, it was a horrible way to go, but I was happy I was there.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
No, man, he went out on his own terms. He's like, I'm gonna pitch until my body won't let me. That's exactly what he did. That's how every athlete wants to go out. I'm gonna play
Yeah.
until my body says I can't do it anymore.
And he was like, he's like, listen, the pitching coach, because I remember the pitching coach came out, and they were like, we think you're done. And he's like, nope, let me get one more pitch in,
And that was it.
and that was it. And he walked out. There's no better way to go, to be honest
Poetic.
with you.
Poetic,
Yeah.
man. I think my favorite CC story is like when he needed like an extra inning or two to get like that bonus. And then
Oh, yeah.
he was just short because he got ejected because he was protecting a teammate. Like he plunked someone and got ejected, and the Yankees gave it to him anyway.
Nice.
Like
I had a
class acts all around.
I had a friend who used to be a minor league umpire, and CC was injured. And he did a stint with the Trenton Yanks or
Thunder
whatever
at
they
the
are.
time. Yeah,
Trenton Thunder. Yeah, he said he umped CC's rehab.
Was he home plate or?
He was home plate ump.
He was home plate ump. Damn.
He said it was the craziest movement he's ever seen.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, because he's in the minor league. He probably doesn't see that crazy much great movement.
Yeah. Yeah, I always mess with him. I was like, I want to go to a game and have you throw me out. He goes, please don't do that. I was like, why? He goes, there's so much paperwork I have to do if I throw you out of a game.
That's interesting.
I was like, come on. Oh, man.
You sit behind home plate, nice ass ump.
I would have too.
Work it. That was a strike, asshole.
You know what I really want to go to? Because I've been watching them on ESPN when I get bored on like Sundays. A banana ball game.
Oh, the Savannah Bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're
I
selling
tried.
out like wild.
Yeah, I mean, watching on YouTube, I was like, this is just.
It's the Harlem Globetrotters for baseball.
Yeah, it's just baseball. Like it's interesting, I guess. I would go live. I'd love to go live.
Yeah, it looks. It's really cool. I think people love it because it's stupid entertaining for no reason. It's very classic barnstorming with more entertainment.
Yeah, and then they have celebrities do it too.
Mm-hmm. So they were in Philly over the weekend, and so they had, and Philly's like Dine by Aramark or whatever. That's their food service that they use for all their stadiums, and so they created what was known as like the banana dog, which is pretty much, think of a banana split in a hot dog form.
Ugh. Okay.
So they had a banana dog eating contest the first time ever. They got these two dads or these two guys to be like, oh, you guys are gonna do a banana dog eating contest, and you guys are gonna be working together, and you're going up against Joey Chestnut.
Oh, you're done. You lost. Game over.
So they had them do this in right field while the game's going on. They had this banana dog eating contest. Joey Chestnut doubled their score in a 3-minute span.
That dude's a monster, man. It doesn't make sense to me how he's like in great shape.
I think when he's not competing, he just eats super, super like conservative and clean.
We gotta train. You gotta train for those too.
Yeah, I don't envy him.
No, not at all.
Like, I don't envy him. It's like the guy you ever watch.
Blue Jays lost.
Nice. You ever watch Man vs. Food?
No.
Man vs. Food was great. He would eat the most ridiculous restaurant challenges, but like when he wasn't filming, he was always eating like very healthy and like trying to stay in shape. Because that stuff can kill you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like it's not a pretty thing at all. But it is what it is. Anyway, let me get going. It's 9:15.
Yep. Later, dude.
Later, dude. And we'll talk later. We'll talk later in the week about SummerSlam and whatnot.
Yep.